They look at Walker. They go down the middle, down the sideline. It is right. He's got it at the 25. The 15. Touchdown, Dante Wright. On 4th and 4. Play action. Dumping it down the middle. Wide open. Hunter Finn. Goal line. Touchdown South. 13-0. Jamori with heat on him. Sanford wide open. 35-30. 25-20. Todd Sanford the distance. Touchdown Dogs. You've got Shade. Top of the screen. Convoy back here. Back to pass. Looking for Shea. Shay's got his man beat. On the dead run. Touchdown Warriors. On 1st down and 10. They go to Potts. And there's Potts. 45-50. Potts going to run away from people. He's at the 20. The 15. Touchdown Potts. And tonight, an old-fashioned District 4 barn burner from Memorial Stadium. Perennial champion, Southern Columbia 6-0, and Montoursville 6-0, a rematch of last year's District 4 final. Tonight, the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State Game of the Week, live on WebbWeeklyLive.com. Hi, everybody. Gary Crispin along with Babe Bear. We've got a great crowd, great atmosphere, beautiful weather, and you have two teams in weekend number 7, undefeated. Southern, the defending state champs, and the club that nearly pulled the upset, the Montoursville Warriors, one of the last teams to beat them. This Southern team has won 47 regular season games in a row and 22 straight, counting the playoffs. Montoursville, I think, the last team to knock them off. So here they are coming in. It's going to be a shootout, babe.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You got a Southern team come in. It's kind of a surprise team. They're going to be young. They're going to start 5 freshmen, and they're going to start 4 sophomores. 9 of the starting 22 will be freshmen and sophomores. They were good in junior high school. Jim Roth told me that he didn't expect them to mature this quickly, but they've come along, and they're undefeated at this time. The senior-led team from Montoursville, led by Bryson Messina, the quarterback, and some really good receivers, good running backs, are a team that was expected to be here. This was their year. I tell you what, it's going to be a good one.
It will be a good one. Both 6-0 coming in. And Southern's Jim Roth says this team, talent-wise, could be right up there with some of his great teams before some of these young guys are finished. Montoursville's got him at home this time. We'll see if this is going to be a difference. District 4 shootout, weekend number 7. You're watching on WebbWeeklyLive.com. We'll be back with more starting lineups, and we'll talk a little bit more about this shootout minutes away from Montoursville. Don't go away. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie, Joan Kennedy. We go back a lot of years. Tell me all about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles. We'll do pretty much anything. All you do is have to send us a pic. We'll copy it. We'll completely wrap your vehicle. We're good.
Signage for a team, for a sports team, and so much more. Auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie. Check them out this week.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years, but now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receivers gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your awards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
Over 30 years, one family of dealerships has grown to include 14 brands at 8 locations on an unyielding commitment to hometown values and unrivaled service, selection, and customer satisfaction for 30 years. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
You've known the name for more than 50 years. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services all over Pennsylvania. John Alvarado, now you're doing even more residential.
We've partnered with Scholl's Design, a residential architectural firm, offering designs out of their catalog. Also have the ability to do a custom design in-house for a client.
And a remodel, like the Kiss FM home makeover, a huge success.
That was a great project. Gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days.
Alvarado Construction for residential and commercial builds. I can't say enough about that Montoursville Warrior Marching Band. They have come a long way, babe. Just a few years ago, they had a few kids in the band. Boy, they've got a big band, and they've got a great sound, and they play well. And, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, having the pink on here in October. Ben Reichley on the sideline. Let's go down and talk to Ben right now. And, Ben, this is going to be a heck of a game.
All the potential's here. You know, they talk about high school football played in Ohio and Texas and Western Pennsylvania. Hey, forget about it. Central Pennsylvania has the best game on the schedule for Friday night high school. It's going to be right here. Both teams are ready. You heard the coaches. We've talked about it, but it's time to kick the ball off.
Yeah, it is time to go. There's no question. A year ago, babe, one of the great games we have ever done. 56-50 was the final score, and it could have been a Hollywood ending for Montoursville, but a sack of Messina at the game ended the ball game in one of the most memorable games that we have ever done. We're going to take a timeout. We will be back with the starting lineups, the opening kickoff, Southern and Montoursville undefeated on WebbWeeklyLive.com. Randy Rodarmel, 38 years and going strong, #1 in Pennsylvania, top 10 in the nation. What makes this place so successful?
I think it's the attitude and how we treat clients. We treat them not as clients or customers, but as friends and family. We take a lot of pride of always being there to help them. We're always available on our business or cell phone. It's a job of taking care of people. It's a job of being there when they need you.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, MoffanAssociates.com. Memorial Stadium, Montoursville, Pennsylvania. Gary Crispin, Bay Mayor, Ben Reichley, and our Randy Rodarmel All-State Game of the Week. Southern Columbia, perennial champion, a team that's won in the neighborhood 7-8 state champions, defending state champion of a year ago. Montoursville losing to them by 6, and then a high-scoring affair in the district final. The Warriors losing a lot of key people from last season. What do? They find guys to step up. And the senior quarterback, Bryson Messina, setting all the records. Only the third in District 4 to pass for over 5,000 yards. He's got a lot of colleges looking at him. 6'4", about 185 pounds, close to 1,500 yards passing, 16 for touchdowns. He's the key, but Tom Shea is his go-to playmaker. Tom Shea, between the pass and, of course, the kick returns, 1,055 total yards, all-purpose yards. He's given you 175 per game for number 19, who's got 39. Riley Conboy, the other guy that's got 25. They have been flat-out exciting. Then you get Torrin Lewis, who's running the football well with authority, number 39. Nolan Ott is back. And, of course, Torrin Lewis, one of their top tacklers, the top tackler coming in. Here they are offensively. That tight end's a good one. Mitchell Rothrock, number 47.
Okay, line you got Weiser, Hoffman, Tubbs, Johnson, and Rank, and they're the youngsters, all right, but they're playing well.
Yeah, they're playing real well. They're going to need to protect Messina tonight. Lewis and Keegan Leahy starts, and he'll be the fullback tonight, protecting the likes of Messina and getting the holes open for Lewis. Tom Shea and, of course, Riley Convoy. And defensively, Goshminski, 54, Shankweiler up front, Bendis and Cox the ends, and they've got some real active linebackers in this football team coming in.
They have some real active young linebackers. Yanner is number 36. He's going to be one of the leaders in there.
And the Tiger defense.
Then we can go with Michaels and Shikatano. Another Shikatano. They come forever, come constantly down there.
And
in
Cam
the
Young
secondary,
is all-state cornerback.
And in the secondary, they have a freshman at safety, 2 good cornerbacks. And there's the offensive line, Dolan Bell, Fulmer, Stabinski, and Oak 6. I like that name.
Yeah, and of course, Stone Hollenbach is only a sophomore. He's their QB. Gage Garcia is the leading ground gainer for this football team. He comes in with 808 yards, 12.8 every time he touches the ball. Their go-to guy, Hunter Thomas, is back off an injury, and he had 1,500 yards a year ago. And there's the Warrior defense, and they're going to have to be active tonight, playing well up front. And, of course, Owen Hoffman now with 8.5 sacks. He's had 7.5 sacks in the last 2 games. And, of course, in that secondary, active linebackers with Lewis, Rothrock, and Shea. And they're going to be tested in the secondary tonight because they're going to run that football at you, but they'll pull up and throw the long bomb. Every play they run goes for big yardage for this Southern team.
And the same you can say about the Montoursville team. They have a great long game, and this should be a real barn burner here tonight, Gary. It's 2 teams that had a great game last year, and Southern would like to stay undefeated, would like to knock off Montoursville, the only team that's beaten them in the last who knows how many years, but it's been quite a while. And Southern, who wants to prove that they're a little bit better than what they may have showed last year in the field.
Here comes Ethan Lazorka. He has 10 touchbacks this year, and he's a good one. Back deep, Julian Fleming, only a freshman at 6'1", and Gage Garcia, number 23. He's been their go-to guy, 808 yards coming in, and 15 touchdowns. And here comes Montoursville to open the big shootout in District 4 tonight. In the end zone, can't run it out in high school football. He wanted to, is Gage Garcia, and Southern sets up first down at 10, the 11th touchback of this season for Ethan Lazorka, a weapon who's not missed an extra point and has had 6 field goals in the year. He's a good one.
That's right. You're absolutely right. And a kickoff, when you put that ball in the end zone in high school, you are a weapon. And, of course, we've seen him kick some great field goals. And who knows? It could come down. The game could be that close, and field goals could make a difference.
Fullback is Nick Fetterman. Got nearly 400 yards in the season. Double wing out of that Delaware wing tee, that counter offense. And they're going to give it away to Hunter Thomas. Hunter Thomas, the senior veteran, tries to roll to the outside. And good second effort, gets it out to the 30-yard line and nearly a 10-yard gain. They may call it 9.
I tell you, that was a good run by Thomas. Here's a guy that's only about 2 weeks off of a surgery on his knee and makes cuts in there on the inside in traffic that were just superior cuts. He was all state last year. He's a good running back.
Second down, 1. Hollenbach, sophomore quarterback. They go to Fetterman off that left side. He's got the first down. Out to about the 35-yard line. That time coming over Tom Shea to make the tackle. Torrin Lewis also there. And this ball club, they run that Delaware wing tee, but off the play action, you think you're holding this club, and they go boom, the long pass, and they have burned some teams this year. You take a look at yards per catch, pretty amazing.
They're setting that up right now. I mean, when you can run the ball at another team like this.
There's Garcia. He's got a hole, tripped up, and a good defensive hit that time as the Montoursville Warriors come over to make that tackle. That's going to be Nolan Ott, number 30. Good to see him back in the lineup.
And I'll tell you what, good to have him back in the lineup on that play, because that may have gone all the way if it wouldn't have been for that ankle that he caught and brought him down. Still a nice game.
They've got Fleming top of the screen. He's the wide out, only a freshman. Fetterman, the fullback. Off the play action fake. Coming up top. Catch, Fleming. His 13th catch of the year on a first down into Warrior territory. And they drive it inside the 45 to the 44-yard line that time. And coming over, Anthony Washington makes the tackle for the Montoursville Warriors. This is how efficient Stone Hollenbach has been. He comes into this ball game 40 out of 64, 62% of his passes for 825 yards.
And he's only a sophomore. This is a young Tiger team.
They come straight ahead. Fetterman that time, fullback. On that dive, he's going to get out to about the 41-yard line. That time coming over is going to be Torrin Lewis, who's had a big-time year defensively for the Montoursville Warriors defensively. Lewis comes in with 60 total tackles to lead this team, number 39, and he's really played well as either a fullback or the tailback on the football team offensively.
Yeah, one thing about a Jim Roth team, they don't change a whole lot. They just come right at you.
They do what they do. Hollenbach throws to the outside, catches made Garcia, and he's going to be hit right away. Good play. Got him back to about the 40-yard line, 41. Tom Shea made the hit right away. Good defensive hit for number 19. Shea's having a big-time year.
Tom Shea's excellent on both sides of the ball. He's very disciplined. He's very focused. Offensively, we know how he can catch the ball, but defensively, he really plays good defensive football.
The freshman Julian Fleming comes out, and he's going to be out one side. Cam Young, number 1, a veteran wideout, comes to the near side. Back to pass, Hollenbach. Looking for Young, throwing to the outside. That ball is caught. What a catch by Young. Got a foot in, out of bounds, inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Riley Conboy makes a saving tackle there.
And Riley had good defense on him. He was right on him. That was a perfect pass that went over to the sideline. Young made a great catch with coverage on him, and Conroy played great defense.
They've got Young to the far side this time. They've got an active tight end in Garrett Henry. He's in tight on the right. They put a man in motion. That's Hunter Thomas. They give it away to Thomas. The veteran tailback coming off a knee injury. Good spin inside the 25 and diving ahead to about the 22-yard line. And again, the Warriors coming off that pile. Anthony Washington is there and Brandon Steinbacher. Here comes over and plays defensively in the tackle spot, number 72.
Hunter Thomas, that time you saw what an experienced running back does. He ran into a pocket. It was closed. He turned north and south, put his shoulders down, and picked up a couple of extra yards. Large.
They go that double wing again. They put Thomas in motion. There's that little counter, double reverse. They give it back to Garcia. They can burn you with that play. Dive it inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Tom Shea makes the tackle, and Southern putting together a typical Southern Columbia drive. And when you look at this team, Montoursville has a lot of guys playing both ways. That's a first down. A lot of guys playing both ways. Southern is pretty much a one-platoon football team. You know, they have basically starters on offense, starters on defense. A couple of guys go both ways.
They have a big squad, and the kids down there love to play football.
They brought Sidney Domgard into the ball game, wide out, far side this time. They come in motion again. That's Garcia, breaks a tackle. Garcia diving ahead close to the 15-yard line. Montoursville has given up chunks of yardage, but has stiffened this season in the red zone. And they played well down there. Riley Conboy makes a tackle. You know, you talked to Henry Hynoski about Gage Garcia starting as a freshman, 800-plus yards, 15 touchdowns. Henry thinks he could break some of his records before he's finished. He thinks that much of this young guy.
Yeah, he said if he can stay healthy, I'll tell you what, he's right on track.
Second down, 8, football at the 15, Southern on the march early. Fetterman, fullback, great defensive play, Tom Shea. That time, Tom Shea took away the block, got around his man, and makes the tackle. Great play that time for Tom Shea.
When you get down inside that red zone, right now they're just inside the 15-yard line, going to be an official's timeout. And there's a player hurt down in the end zone. That's what the timeout's all about. I don't know what that injury's all about. I can't see who it is.
They're down in 8. 7-11 left first period. And there is a Montoursville player down there, and hopefully we're only talking it's Brian Schaefer, who is the starting safety. Hopefully we're talking only, I know they're taking a look at the ankle.
Yeah.
And it does not look like, and Brian Schaefer has had a heck of a year, one of the top tacklers on this team, and he has the only 2 interceptions that Montoursville has picked off all season long in 6 games. Hollenbach to start this ball game, 3 out of 3, 27 yards. They'll peck away at you, and of course they like throwing that deep ball. You take a look at Cam Young coming into this ball game. Young had caught 12 for 317. That is 26 yards a catch. And Julian Fleming, the freshman, caught 12 for an 18-yard reception average. Those are the big plays they put together. And Brian Schaefer playing safety and has an ankle injury. That's not any kind of a cramp, and that's not what Montoursville needed.
No, he's not moving right now. He's just kind of standing there gingerly.
Oh, that injury timeouts, and Brian Schaefer's going to come out.
And he needs help to get off the field. Yeah,
and, here's a Montoursville team that has had their share of injuries over the last number of years. I mean, a ridiculous amount. Nolan Ott just getting back. Played a little bit last week, had a big-time 45-yard reception and a key in the game. And Brian Schaefer, who's been a key in the secondary, comes out of the ball game. Nolan Ott back starting defensively. We'll also see him. I'm sure we're going to see Ott on the offensive side tonight, but he is not starting the football game. And he's been a big key, but he's been banged up his whole career.
Well, you know, when they have Ott and Lewis in there, they have two really good running backs. Lewis has to move up to the fullback position, but, you know, don't be surprised if you see that before we're done here. Of course, they've getting a lot of mileage out of the fullback they have right now.
They brought in Brandon Dyer playing at safety. 3rd down, 8. Football at the 15. Hollenbach back to pass, guns it over the middle. That ball is picked off. The Montoursville Warriors coming out with a pick. And with the football is going to be Nolan Ott, number 30, picks it off. Another pick, the 3rd of the season for the Warriors as a team. And they take it away. That's a big-time play.
And I'll tell you what, that was a bad pass. There was a hold, actually, at the line of scrimmage by Southern, but that was not a well-thrown pass into traffic like that.
And I'll tell you, that is only the second pickoff of a Hollenbach pass. His first interception was last week after going his first 5 games, went out throwing a pick. 1st down and 10. Here comes Messina and the Warriors dodging a bullet again in the red zone. Boy, a team of a lot of character this year. Trying to go straight ahead. That time, Nolan Ott gets the start at tailback. Runs ahead of the 20 to the 21. Not much on 1st down and 10. Cal Halliday comes over to make the tackle, number 28.
Halliday, only a freshman, and you talk about a young team.
And one of the top tacklers.
Yeah, one of the top tacklers. Talk about a young team. There's only 2 seniors that start on offense for Southern, and only 3 seniors that start on defense. So 5 of the starting 22 are going to be underclassmen, or only seniors.
Ott, nothing doing. They go to 3rd down and long. Kagan Leahy starts at fullback tonight. And Southern Columbia showing you how tough they are. And they put up some big-time numbers. They've thrown back-to-back shutouts, outscoring their opponents the last 2 weeks 91-0. And shutout wins over Lewisburg and over Milton. 3rd down and 9. Here comes Messina.
Tommy Shea to the near side. He's going to go up against Young.
Yeah, that's a great matchup there against the All-State cornerback. Messina going to dump it out here. Catch is made Rothrock. And the tight end gets out to the 25-yard line. They're going to have to cough it up. Tegan Wilk, the safety, comes over to make that tackle.
Wilk, another freshman, is starting on his team.
Yeah, top tacklers are Halliday and Wilk with 41 total tackles coming in. He's got to pick off. So does Halliday this year, and they're both freshmen. That's the kind of team that this Jim Roth club is reloading with.
Number 4, Julian Fleming.
Fleming is back deep, and he is dangerous. He's already returned a kick for a touchdown this year, 94 yards. That ball's going to be out of bounds, and Southern's got great field position at about the 41-yard line. They're going to set up 1st down and 10. So the Warriors go 3 and out to start. Game of the week brought to you by Jim Moff, Moff & Associates. Retirement income planning in Williamsport, 32 years. As Jim tells you, you can't have the retirement independent living you want. Get a game plan with Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Tonight live, WebbWeeklyLive.com, Memorial Stadium. Gary Crispin, Babe Mayer, Montoursville, Southern, no score in this ball game tonight. And here comes Stone Hollenbach, the young sophomore QB, 6 foot 175.
Montoursville going with press coverage out here on the wide receiver to the near side. Now they're going to back off.
Fetterman fullback in motion. That was Thomas. Here comes the pressure. Pressure coming. Rothrock got him from behind. And a good move also by Tom Shea. Heads up play, putting heat on. This is a Montoursville team that has 17 team sacks coming in. And I think they've got to try to get Stone Hollenbach uncomfortable back there because he has thrown, he shows you, he threw it 257 yards against Hughesville and put up good numbers, 3 touchdowns. He can throw it if he has to. But the balanced team is what Jim Roth likes. But it starts first with a run. 2nd down, 8. Off the play action against Hollenbach, sets the screen. Garcia, 35, 40. Out to the outside, breaks a tackle, 50, 45. Garcia makes another man miss. And the freshman knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big play. Brandon Dyer makes a saving tackle. And that goes to show you how tough that guy is.
Well, I tell you what, right now, Jim Roth and his coaching staff are mixing it up over there. That was a screen pass. They've thrown deep downfield. They've thrown underneath.
Yeah, 5'9", 180, only a freshman.
Really well executed. Tom Shea almost had him on the far side. Came all the way across the field. He read it, was just too far out of the play to get to it.
On first down and 10. Hunter Thomas off that wing sweep again. That time, Thomas takes the ball over the 35, dives ahead to about the 32-yard line that time. And Rothrock's going to come over and make that tackle.
Now Southern putting together another drive, getting positive yardage in almost every play. And and all of a sudden, Messina has been 3 and out. Yeah.
And you keep the ball out of Bryson Messina's hands.
But if you remember, if I recall last year, it was the same way. Montoursville started out slow early in the ball game.
There's Fetterman, big fullback, straight ahead on 2nd and 3, and gets out close to a first down. Tom Shea, the linebacker, comes over to make that play.
He's going to be about a yard short, it looks.
3rd down and about 1. And again, the pick by Ott stopped the last drive. Hollenbach, only his 2nd interception thrown of the season. 3rd down, 1. Southern, one of the top programs in all of Pennsylvania, every single year. Thomas in motion. They go to Hunter Thomas off that left side. He's got the first down and more. Diving ahead to about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they put it down. That time, Nolan Ott comes over to make that tackle again. Good to see Ott back.
Yeah, it is. It sure is good to see him back. He's a we talk about him on offense. He's an excellent defensive player also. Watch how Southern, the running backs, wait for the offensive blockers to get set in front of them and give them a crack to run through. That time, Thomas almost stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage on his own and then picked up yardage.
Here comes Southern off that double wing. Fetterman, right side, fullback. Boy, doesn't get much. Rothrock coming over to make the tackle. And good defensive play all the way around at 72 that time. Steinbacher and Lewis. Good defensive play.
Going to be
2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, going to be about a 2-yard gain. And when you see a play like that pick up a couple of yards, you know the offensive line of that team is coming off the ball and knocking the defense back. Defense has got to get into those gaps.
Thomas in motion. Thomas, student body left. Bounces off one man. Ott couldn't pull him down. He's at the 10, the 5. Thomas touchdown. 25 yards. Hunter Thomas. Another score for the 5'11", 205-pound senior. 63-yard drive. And Thomas into the end zone, his 7th touchdown of the season. And that's why Southern is so tough. They give you so much to defend.
Now watch the linebackers. It's a double blitz by the linebackers. That's called bullets. Both linebackers just come straight ahead. If you don't get him in the backfield, there is no inside-out coverage. Hunter Thomas took advantage of it, cut it north and south, and got into the end zone.
And that kick is up. And the kick by Southern is good. Timeout. Or is it good? Yeah, it is. It will be good. 7-0. 1:55 left first period. We'll take timeout. You're watching WebbWeeklyLive.com. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world. Fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport. Biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport.
Now, you know,
he's going to kick it back. He had the conversion, babe, a moment ago, 7-0, but a 63-yard drive. And for Thomas, the 25-yard run, 5 for 52, and a touchdown in this ball game already.
Well, you know, both these teams have been in this position. Montoursville has started slow and fallen behind early. They know how to come back. Southern, they know how to score, and they score early, and they can usually keep it going. But
here comes Shea, back the other way. Back over the 25 and out to the 29-yard line. And they're going to set up first down and 10. And Cal Halliday comes over to make the tackle.
Will be first and 10 Warriors.
All right, let's see what they go with here. They started with a couple of runs and then went to the air on the first possession. Let's see what they go to here.
Of course, this is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State Game of the Week. 38 years, the #1 All-State agency in Pennsylvania, top 10 in America. It's all about service. Rennie Rhode Armel Game of the Week. First down and 10. Of course, they're out hunting. They're archery hunting. We invited them on at halftime. We'll get them in a couple weeks. Rennie and Richie and Rennie Jr. Off the right side, Nolan Ott. Boy, not much. Trying to establish a little bit of the run. And that time, Ott is hit, knocked down by Preston Zachman, number 14, who plays the outside linebacker. Another freshman, 6 foot 160. Five freshmen start, and then you throw Julian Fleming in, so you might as well say 6.
Yeah.
Because Fleming, they had him as the backup to the wide at Cam Young, but they're both in there playing double wide a lot of the time. Second down, 8.
And the two corners are seniors. There's only 3 seniors on the entire defense, so that whole middle is underclassmen except for one person.
Messina out of the gun off the play action fake. Guns it over the middle. That time that ball's deflected. That's a great defensive play that time. And Drew Michael stepped in, number 9, the outside linebacker. That time, pretty well-thrown ball,
yes,
well covered that time, and they're trying to go back to a bread-and-butter play. Mitchell Rothrock, the tight end, has been so tough in his career. 6 foot 1, 190, and a senior. And that time, denying the completion to Rothrock.
And what Montoursville's trying to do there is they've gone deep on their patterns, and they're getting a lot of pressure from linebackers up to the inside, plugging holes. So they're thinking there's going to be an opening behind the linebackers. Let's see if we can attack it. And the linebacker did a great job of reading his keys, getting out there and stopping that play.
Double wide, near side, back to pass. Messina throws to the outside again. That ball's picked. What a great hit that time. Cam Young, 20, 15, 10. Cam Young, goal line. Messina knocked him out at the 1-yard line. They're going to say touchdown. A 38-yard return by Cam Young. That is a great defensive play. He took it away that time and stepped in and then kept his balance and runs it in for a touchdown. Now the Warriors have to come back from 2 touchdowns down. Here's another look at it, babe.
All right, now you're going to take a look here. It's going to be good coverage. It's an out pattern. And,
that's a great play.
And it was. It was going to Tom Shea. And the man just stepped right in front and broke up the pass, caught it in the air, and returned it for the touchdown.
Boy, that breaks your back. Before halftime, 52.9 seconds left. Southern, Hoffman, conversion is good. We'll take time out with 52 left. 14-0, Southern Columbia over Montoursville. You're watching it live tonight on WebWeeklyLive.com. Rainbow Carpet, your flooring headquarters for over 20 years in Central PA, has you covered for all the new flooring designs.
Here's another great flooring product at Rainbow Carpet, luxury vinyl tile. Get the look of hardwood and ceramic without the cost and the maintenance. Nothing puts the final touches on a kitchen like a custom ceramic backsplash from Rainbow Carpet. Stop into Rainbow Carpet and see our full line of ceramic tile for all of your kitchen and bathroom needs. Rainbow Carpet, 835 East 3rd Street.
From Memorial Stadium in Montoursville, Southern Columbia on top, 14-0. And Cam Young, the all-state corner. The pickoff of a Messina pass, a great defensive play. and runs it in 38 yards, touchdown on the pick. And just like that, they turn around 2 in about a minute and a half. And here comes Montoursville, ensuing kickoff. Riley Conboy tries to get to the outside, gets to about the 24. They're going to set up first down and 10. Jeff Cox comes over to make the tackle. Southern swarming defense. And right now, this ball game has seen a 1 out of 2 for 4 yards. Hollenbach 4 for 5, 48. But Thomas has been a big key, 5 for 52 and a 25-yard touchdown, followed by the 38-yard pick, which, by the way, came about a minute later.
You know, you take a look at this crowd. I thought the crowd for Selinsgrove was big. Boy, this one's really big.
Here comes Messina out of the gun. They're going to slip that ball to Ott. Little draw look out of the gun. He's going to slide over the 30 out to the 32. Jeffrey Cox comes over to make that tackle from his defensive end spot, number 30. Second down in about 10.
That's the longest run from scrimmage that Montoursville's had so far in this ball game, but it puts them in good play calling situation here, which they haven't had.
Whereas last year, you know, they're playing at Southern, didn't panic and got back in the game. Remember all the big-time fourth down and third down and long plays that Messina and his guys drew up and continue to make. And this would be, if he gets it off, final play of the quarter. Final play over Messina's head. He's going to have to scramble that football. Messina to the outside, 30, 35, dives ahead of the 40. He's got a first down. And the Warriors needed a broken play to do it, but they'll take it. That's right, Sid Domgard comes over to make the tackle.
And they needed that really bad to pick up that first down. That'll end the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the end of the first quarter. Memorial Stadium. Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week live on WebWeeklyLive.com. Southern 14, Montoursville nothing. Rennie Road Armor is all about service. I know you've told me that for a long time. 8 out of 10 policy reviews your people do save people money. You got to be proud of that.
Yeah, we're really proud of that. And I think the biggest problem we have is getting people in here. They have a negative attitude and think that we're trying to sell them something. Keep in mind, a review is set up for one purpose. Make sure you have all the appropriate discounts. Make sure you're getting the best protection at the best possible price.
For over 30 years, Fairfield Auto Group has had an unyielding commitment to hometown values. And we know how important those are to you. At Fairfield, but our service remains unrivaled. Fairfield for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Well, the Tigers of Southern Columbia. First blood with 1:55 left in the quarter. 25-yard run by Hunter Thomas, the veteran at 1,500 a year ago, coming off a bad knee. And then the pick by Cam Young, the veteran quarterback, the All-Stater. 38 yards to return for the touchdown. Nolan Ott, nothing doing. Big defensive hit again that time, and that's going to be Cal Halliday, the freshman, number 28.
And again, Halliday, the linebacker, reads the play, shoots the gap, and throws Ott for about a 4-yard loss there. And you know, they got to seal up that line of scrimmage. You can't let linebackers running into the backfield before the runner even gets a chance to turn upfield.
Give you an idea, babe, how dominant Southern has been controlling that clock in a quick first quarter. 126 to 22 in total yards in the first quarter of the game. Messina back in the gun. Off the fake, sets the screen, comes out here this time, well covered, and boy, great job. They try to go to the fullback, Kagan Leahy made a nice catch, but he's hit right away. Teakin Wilk comes over the safety to make that tackle, number 2, and another freshman. Wilk and Halliday, the leading tacklers, with 41 apiece coming in total tackles for Southern.
Well, yeah, for Montoursville, that play was well thrown. The man was wide open, caught the ball. Just a great read by the safety Teagan, and came over and came over and put a good lick on the fullback and brought him down.
Here comes Messina. Back to pass. Set the screen again, lets it go, and incomplete. Messina got nailed at the tail end of that play.
I think Messina that time, he knew he was going down, and he just threw to an open spot on the field. So he didn't get sacked back even further or maybe was forced into a turnover.
Yeah, Jeffrey Cox, defensive end, number 30, is the guy that put the heat on and nailed him at the tail end of the play, and Bryson Messina's going to have to punt it away. Messina averaging 37.5 per punt this season. His long is 49. And back deep, you've got Garcia and you've got Cam Young, two dangerous punt returners. And I should say Fleming is back, and Fleming's the guy that's going to make that fair catch. Julian Fleming is another freshman for this team, makes the fair catch, and they're going to set up first down at 10. Game of the week brought to you by Harder Sporting Goods. Boy, they go back to the 1880s in Williamsport, downtown, and for years at Lycoming Creek Road. Play to win and Play to Win halftime show. Harder Sporting Goods. They've got everything locally for sports. One name, Harder's.
Well, let's see what the defense from Montoursville can do to slow down this runaway train. I mean, you're down 14-0 at the end of the first, and get minus yardage on that last possession and have to punt the ball away.
Then we got Cam Young to the outside. They'll give it away to Garcia. Garcia, good cutback, 30, 35, still in his feet. And now they've got to gang tackle him. Torrin Lewis and company bring him down at about the 35-yard line.
Now he's going to pick up a little bit more. I think that's going to be a first down.
Now they've got a player getting up slowly for Montoursville off that play. And that's Mitchell Rothrock is getting up slow. Right now the Warriors need a break. They need some kind of a stop here to try to get them back in the game.
Yeah, Rothrock's back down, too. They're going to have to come out and take a look at him. And, boy, that would be a huge loss on both sides of the ball.
No doubt. You know, they lost Brian Schaefer, their safety, with some kind of an ankle injury. And Schaefer is still down here on the trainer's table on the sideline and has some ice on an ankle down there, losing him. He'd been one of their leading tacklers all year for Montoursville at the outset of the game, and now Mitchell Rothrock. And you can't say enough about the tight end Rothrock and how big he plays. Seems to be holding a hand. He's been playing very big defensively at linebacker, but he's caught 10 passes, 5 for touchdowns. And all of a sudden you lose a guy like Rothrock, and hopefully he'll be able to shake it off and get back in this game.
I think Rothrock may just have taken a hit there and knocked the wind out of him a little bit because he's looks okay coming off the field.
They've got Fleming top of the screen. Tight end is Henry. With that double wing in motion, Thomas. Off the bootleg fake. Hollenbach puts it on the hip, runs it out to the 40, and is hit and knocked down right there. And that time Steinbacher comes over to make the tackle, the defensive tackle.
Delaware wing T, you have got to get penetration at the line of scrimmage. They're going to run a lot of cross action in their own backfield.
Oh, yeah, they love going against that
penetration. You take the guards out of the play, the pulling guards out of the play, and then at the same time you can force that ball deeper into the backfield and let your secondary and second-level people come up and make a stop.
Second down 5. Play action. Throw to the outside. Catch is made, and a great defensive play that time. Coming over is Nolan Ott. On the takeaway, Hunter Thomas out of that backfield. And well can see play off the quick play action. And that time well read by Ott. It's great having him back. He had a big saving interception on the first Southern drive of this ball game that stopped what would have been a third touchdown.
Well, yeah, right now, here's an opportunity from Montoursville to get a stop here. It's third down. About 7 yards to go for the first down. So if you can get a stop here, not give them the first down, force them to punt, it's going to give you an opportunity here to get back in this ball game.
They've got Hollenbach up under center. Set back Fetterman, back to pass Hollenbach, guns it over the middle. That ball is tipped and incomplete. Big play Warriors. Shea got a hand up, and Anthony Washington, the good coverage right there for Montoursville. And it looks like Southern's going to have to punt that football away. That's big. Riley Conboy is going to be back deep, and Nolan Ott. And Nolan Ott's had some big-time returns in his career. They could use one right here.
Was that Shea that got a hand on that ball?
Shea got a hand on it, Washington on the coverage. And a good defensive play that time. Hollenbach 5 out of 7, 48 yards. Both have had one interception between he and Messina, but the only difference, Messina was run back for a touchdown. Kicking it away from Ott and out of bounds, no return. And the Warriors will have it first down and 10 at the 30. And all of a sudden, babe, there's 8:31 remaining in a quick ball game in the first half of this ball game. Game of the week brought to you by Auto Trim Design. And they do Legion Road, Muncie, right behind Lesser Lumber. When it comes to anything wrapped, they can do anything from trucks to cars to buildings. They do an amazing job. They do banners and even decals for helmets. Auto Trim Design, the go-to place for amazing idea to get your commercial message out. Auto Trim in Muncie.
All right, Montoursville has the ball on their own 35-yard line, but an opportunity to put something here together with 8:31 to go in the second quarter.
They've got Comboy top of the screen. Coming out near side, Tom Shea. What a year he's had. He's got 39 coming in. Had 12 2 weeks ago against Jersey Shore off that left side. Not much to about the 35, maybe 36-yard line.
They're going to give him a little bit more. They're going to give him almost to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Tyler Bendis comes over to make the tackle. And, yeah, you're right. He's out closer to the 38, but not a whole lot. Second down in about 8.
Let's see what they come up with here. Good passing down is second down on a drive like this, although when you're down by 14 points, you're looking for a pass on almost every play.
Here comes Messina on second down. Pressure coming. Messina's got his man there, throwing deep on the dead run, incomplete. That time, trying to run under it that time was Tom Shea. And Tom Shea well guarded by the All-Stater and Cam Young. And that was going to be a great catch, but good coverage that time by Cam Young.
If we get a replay on that, you want to see a perfect defensive play. Tom Shea got by him. All right, Young just did a great job. Looked back at the last minute when Shea looked back and put his hand up, got it between Shea's hands and knocked it away. Perfect play. Here it is. There it goes up in the air. Now watch this. Tom Shea has him, and he at the last minute gets that hand, puts it up between Shea's two hands, and
big play Warriors now. Play action. Here comes pressure off the corner. Great throw. Rothrock, first down. And that time, Bryson put it right on the money. Julian Fleming knocked him out at the 48-yard line into Tiger territory. First down and 10 with 7:39 left in the second period. Good throw, Messina. Great catch, Rothrock.
Yeah.
Shaking off that little injury a little while ago.
And a great pattern by Rothrock, too. He was matched up one-on-one with a linebacker, took the ball to the outside, and used his speed to beat the linebacker to the outside.
Yeah, he's been so tough for this Warrior team. His 11th catch of the season. Messina slips it to Ott. Didn't fool anybody. Boy, and Southern was coming that time. Southern, Halliday was there. Tyler Bendis, the defensive end, number 7, is there to come over to make that tackle.
Bendis just lined him up and straight into him. Knocks him for a 2-yard loss.
Second down and 12 now.
Now, the last time Montoursville had the ball, they picked up a first down, and then they got thrown for a loss, I think, on 3 straight plays and had a punt. Let's see what they do here. Got thrown for a loss in the first one.
Double wides left and right. Montoursville, second down and 12. Play action. Coming off that edge, a little bit of pressure, and the pressure, Chickatano. And we've seen a lot of Chickatanos over the years. Anthony Chickatano trying to put that pressure off the edge, number 36. And he's a junior at 6'1", 180.
Yeah, Montoursville's going to get a break here. It's going to be encroachment against the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that's going to help out instead of second and 12.
I think it might have been Chickatano because he got there in a hurry. So they're first down. They're going to have the football. At least they're going to have the football at the 45-yard line, so it's going to make it a different play this time. Second down and 7 it will be. They're not second down and 12. Shea, top of the screen. Conboy this side. Up back, Leahy. They slip the ball that time to the tailback. Trying to run hard with it. And coming out of there, Torrin Lewis had the football. Torrin didn't like how he was pulled around that time. Torrin Lewis has had a heck of a year.
Yeah.
You talk about a guy that had to step in when Ott was there, whether he's playing that lead blocker or going to tailback. Torrin Lewis comes in here and has had a heck of a year, 467 yards and a 5.4 average coming in.
That tackle was by Oak 6. That's Oak is his first name. 6 is his last name.
6'2", 275, a sophomore. Where do they get these guys? Third down
Off
and
the
4.
farm.
Third down and 4 out of the eye. Jumping over Southern again that time. That gives them the first down. And the Warriors, it would be so big if they can go in and score and cut this lead before halftime with 5:58 left. You're watching on WebWeeklyLive.com. Next Friday night, we'll be at STA Stadium for the Millionaires, who play tomorrow at Delaware Valley. And big ball game there, trying to go 7-0. We're going to have the Coughlin game next week. It's our Rennie Road Armel All-State game next Friday night here on WebWeeklyLive.com. First down and 10, Warriors down 2 touchdowns. Messina. Play action, pressure coming. That's Chicatano. They've got a man open. Ott, the catch. 30, 25, 20, 15. He's at the 10. Ott to the corner and out of bounds at the 2. Big time play.
Yeah,
Messina took the hit, got it away, and Ott was wide open.
And that was all Messina. Messina broke the tackle, got out to the outside, and in the process, they totally left Ott go. Now watch this. Messina has good speed. He gets out to the outside, and Ott just gets behind the secondary, who thought it was going to be a run by Messina. And Messina lays it in there, and you have a chance to get back in this ball game at the 2.
Yeah, he's got quicker feet than a lot of people say, because he's not known as a running quarterback, but he can maneuver around back there. And Messina, you're right, that was all Messina, and he knew where Ott was going to be. That's how smart he is. And a flag comes out at 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Offside.
And offside Southern, and that's going to move them a foot closer.
I think that was
a yard
alignment.
Closer.
I think somebody aligned offsides there.
Yeah, they're going to be 1st and goal, 1-yard line, Montoursville, needing to get in here. Messina. They've got Lewis and Leahy in the backfield. Slipping it ahead, Torrin Lewis, end zone. And that's a touchdown. Torrin Lewis gets in. The Warriors answer. And it's 14-6. And here comes their kicker, Ethan Lazorka, who has not missed an extra point all year after a 65-yard blue and gold drive. Trying to make it 24 out of 24 on the season on a Messina hold.
And this is typical Montoursville football this season. They fall behind in the first quarter and then start to creep back in and make it a ball game at the end.
They have trailed, babe, in their last 4 ball games and come back to win. Kick is up. Kick is good. We've got a ball game. 5:17 left in the second quarter, Memorial Stadium. Rennie Road Armel All-State game on WebWeeklyLive.com. Southern 14, the Warriors 7. For the finest detail in handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you gotta check out Janway Company at janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at janway.com. Big time drive and a quick one on a great play. Ott, the catch from Messina. Set it up at the 2. A penalty later. Lewis from the 1. The conversion by Lazorka, 14-7. The Warriors, and here comes Lazorka at a touchback on his first kick. Boots it deep. This time a return by Fleming from the 5 to the 10. Fleming, look out. Fleming, a man to beat. Fleming on his feet. The saving tackle still in his feet. 35-30. Fleming the return. Touchdown Southern. That'll break your bank. Julian Fleming, only a freshman. That is his second kick return of the season for a touchdown. And it's now 20-7. Southern Columbia extends the lead. That's tough.
Well, you know, you had 2 freshmen back returning that kick. and both of them are really good freshmen. And once Fleming got the ball and started back upfield, an alley opened wide open. And
Charlie Steinbacher had a shot at it. There's a Montoursville touchdown, but we're going to come back, and here it is. Hoffman is going to try for the conversion for Southern to make it a 21-7 game. A 96-yard kick return. He had a 94-yarder earlier this season. Kick is up. Good penetration, but kick is good. We'll take time out. 5:03 left. And now the Warriors back down 2 touchdowns to Southern. That's just how good they are. 21-7 Southern. You're watching the Rennie Rodarmel Game of the Week on WebbWeeklyLive.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
You know, when you talk pizza in Williamsport, you first talk about Park Pizza, a Billtown tradition since 1960. For the best in pizza, stromboli, and wings, you've got to believe it's Park Pizza. And now you've got to check out the brand new Behemoth, the giant 28-inch hand-tossed pizza, the largest hand-tossed pizza in the area. Park Pizza, take out, delivery, or dine in, Memorial Avenue, Williamsport. Call Scott today, 322-9024, Park Pizza.
Well, after a 96-yard kick return by Julian Fleming, another freshman of Southern, his second kick return of the season for touchdowns. And Southern, after the lead was cut to 7, back up 14, 21-7, 5:03 left. Our Rennie Rodarmel All-State game. You can also watch Sunday at 10, Monday at 7, Comcast 190. Anytime here as you watch live at WebbWeeklyLive.com for the replay. Riley Conboy on the return. 20, 25 to the 27, and they're going to set up first down and 10 right there. Jeffrey Cox comes over to make the tackle, the defensive end for Southern.
Michael Tillett's also in on that tackle for Southern, and a long field for Montoursville, but hey, they did it one other time. They can do it again.
Game of the week brought to you by Alvarado Construction. John Alvarado and his great team. 50-plus years in the area. The commercial builds, you know, they're from building everything from Panera to Starbucks, Basin Street Shopping Center. So many things. Now doing residential from scratch or remodels, and the KISS FM Kitchen Home Makeover starts Monday. KISS FM with Alvarado Construction. Screening outside and bang. Tom Shea labeled, and he was hit at the 25-yard line. At that time, Tegan Wilt, the safety, teed off and saw it coming. You could feel that up here.
Yeah, well, you know, that play, if this were at a higher level, they would have checked out of that play because it was not going to work. You had 2 wide receivers out there, which brought 2 defenders out there. So if one's catching the ball, you got a 2-on-1. And the man that was open is the man that made the tackle. Good tackle.
They come with Shea this side. Conboy, Dyer down the other way. Off the pump fake. Messina eludes the rush, and then he gets it from the backside. And that time, backside pressure. And Kavrin Goshminski comes over to make the hit. 54, 5'10", 250. Wonder if his nickname is Cave. I would imagine that's Cave Goshminski.
Cave, we'll call him Cave.
3rd down and 13.
That was a big loss to him. Messina hung in there tough.
Yeah.
He looked downfield. There was just nobody to throw to.
Yeah, Southern, a really tough football team. They put up big numbers. Back-to-back shutouts. Outscored the last 2 opponents 91-0. They've won 47 straight regular season games and 22 in a row overall since losing in the playoffs. Montoursville beat them 2 years ago. There's a dangerous play. Off the pump, the pressure coming, the middle screen, trying to get it to Torrin Lewis. Overshot him and incomplete. And boy, anytime you're backpedaling there deep in your own territory, Southern pretty tough with the pickoffs.
Well, I tell you what, if the ball went straight to the ground after it went through his hands, if he would have knocked it up in the air, that would have most likely have been a turnover, and that could have been drastic.
2 years ago, the Warriors, remember, beat him in the district playoffs. last year took them to the wire, probably the greatest game we've ever done in 30 years of cable sports, 56-50.
And by the way, they will not meet in the playoffs this year. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, they are Southern AA, AAA now for the Warriors with a new realignment in the PIAA as that ball is kicked out of bounds before Fleming could return another out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. They're going to set up first down and 10, and that a 38-yard punt by Bryson Messina.
And that's a good punt under those circumstances. If they would have caught that ball, there would have been a return, and that ball would have probably come back across midfield.
Right now, the Warriors want to make sure they play defense and not give up another.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This ball club, remember, they've scored 2, one on a pick, and the other a kick return. Only one offensive drive scored. The second offensive drive, very first of the ball game, there was a pick off the end zone by Nolan Ott that stopped that. But Southern dominating statistically in this ball game. They came straight ahead. Nick Fetterman, that big fullback, diving ahead and leans out to the 45-yard line as the Warriors of Montoursville coming over to make that play and trying to get things set up right there. And that time Ronnie Cochran comes over to make the hit for the Warriors on defense.
I think Southern needs to settle into their offense again and just get back to what they were doing at the beginning of the ball game.
Second down, 7. They put Garcia in motion. They give it to Gage Garcia. That tough freshman dives over the 50. Going to bring up third down. He gets hit from behind. Tom Shea got him from behind and makes that tackle. So they've got the football at about midfield. They're going to put it at the 50. Third down in about 2.5.
And I'll tell you, if this is close, you know, I don't know if he would want to take the gamble this time, but Jim Roth may go for it on 4 downs.
Now, Jim Roth feels pretty good about this football team.
He should.
Here comes Hollenbach. They go Fetterman off the right side. He's got the first down and more. Diving ahead over the 45 and ahead to about the 43-yard line. Torrin Lewis comes over to make the tackle. He's made a bunch of those this year. Not a big guy, but I tell you, he is tough. Torrin Lewis, 5'10", 200-pound senior. He's got 3 sacks and has played so well defensively. And now the Warriors going to have too many guys on the field. Never got that man off as Steinbacher tried to get off the field. And Kiefer now talking to them. But a flag coming out.
Going to be an illegal substitution.
Now JC's not too happy.
I didn't see the whole thing, but it certainly looked at the end of the play like that's what it was.
Warriors going to take timeout. We'll take timeout too. 21-7. Score of the ball game. 2:07 left. You're watching on WebWeeklyLive.com.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
When it comes to health insurance, Roach Financial has the solution. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience earning your trust by offering health coverage for business, individuals, and families. The Affordable Health Care Act has created a greater need for a trusted benefits consultant who can help disentangle it so you and your employees understand the new changes and requirements. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
Here comes Southern Columbia, a dominant team over the last 3 decades plus under Jim Roth. Great coach, District 4 team that has won so many state titles. That's Hunter Thomas, the senior veteran, pulled down by Mitchell Rothrock at about the 40-yard line.
Nice tackle by Rothrock. You know, young running backs, watch the running backs from Southern, how they turn the ball north and south. Now, you're getting a lot of opportunities because in a Delaware wing tee, you're running east to west to start off, but they turn it north to south really quick.
Second down, 8. Keep an eye on that play action pass. They throw to the outside. There's Thomas. Good defensive hit That time in a strong tackle as Brandon Dyer came over, helped by Shea to make the hit. Dyer in there playing. And Dyer has been a key guy coming in, playing defense, playing some offense. Nolan Ott is back. But remember, Brian Schaefer, the safety, got hurt early in that first quarter. 3rd down and 4 now. Warriors need a stop here with 1:12 left in the half. Throw to the outside. The catch is made. Turn in the corner that time. And Cam Young for the first down, and number 1 bringing him down is Anthony Washington, but not before getting enough for a first down. And Southern giving you so many things to think about
You're right.
in that offense.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the defensive coordinator.
They're running that misdirection, they're running that counter off the double wing out of that Delaware wing team. And Hollenbach back to pass, dumps to the screen. Fetterman pulled down from behind. Tackle that time. It's going to be Bryce Rank, number 68, the defensive end. Comes over to make that hit. And Southern calls timeout. If we have time, Mike will take the timeout. 21-7 Southern. You're watching live, WebWeeklyLive.com.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years. But now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receiver's gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
You know, BJ's Steak and Rib House of Selinsgrove has been a Central PA classic since 1982. And they offer Central PA's only authentic oyster bar, available open to close 7 days a week, hot and cold selections from the cold waters of New England to the Canadian Maritimes at BJ's. Plus, they offer Central PA's premium house-dry aged steaks, all hand-cut in BJ's own butcher shop. BJ's Steak and Ribs, a Central PA classic in Selinsgrove.
Here comes Southern trying for more, up 21-7. At Montoursville, Stone Hollenbach, pressure coming. Great hit by Rank. Off the edge, Bryce Rank, the defensive end, 5'11", 220 and a senior, and his 3rd sack of the season.
Now, let's take a look here and see if somebody wasn't misaligned. No, boy, I tell you what, he just broke free. He was uncovered and was in the backfield before Hollenbach had a chance to look downfield.
Well, that's a big play. They took time again. We'll keep it right here, and we'll thank some of the sponsors. Our Rennie Road Armor All-State game, remember next week, it'll be the Millionaires back home on October 14th, Friday night. And it will be our Wilkes-Barre Coughlin coming in. Coughlin has always played the Millionaires tough. Game of the week brought to you by the Crispin Show and Kiss 102.7. The 80s to now Penn State football tomorrow. 10:30 pregame kickoff at noon. Steve Jones and Jack Ham. And the Extreme Kitchen Home Makeover brought to you by Alvarado Construction. The winning starts Monday morning. And somebody's going to have a brand spanking new state-of-the-art kitchen by Thanksgiving. Winning starts Monday on KISS 102.7. Game of the week brought to you also by Fairfield Auto Group. Fairfield for fair deals in their 30th season. All right, here we go. Southern Columbia, 3rd down and 17. Warriors need a big stop right here.
Well, it's 4-down territory if they can pick up some decent yardage here.
Hollenbach going for the distance, throwing it deep. That ball is intercepted, taken away. Riley Conboy for the pick. And it would be the 2nd interception of the night. And they say no. They say it's incomplete. Let's take another look.
No, it's
or is it? It is
it's
good.
Incomplete, but I'll tell you what. He did a good job of intercepting the ball.
Yeah, that is a good catch.
If he would have knocked it down, they would have been back up with a 4th and long, probably punted the ball, maybe gave you a better chance to get out of some trouble.
Well,
They're
right
gonna have
now,
the ball on the 1-yard line.
If you're the Warriors right now, you don't want to make a mistake, but you want the ball back one way or the other.
Yeah,
and Southern is in 4-down territory. I'd rather have the ball anyway. That's a great pick that time by Conboy. And here come the Warriors, and Messina deep in his own territory. And boy, I'll tell you right here, you don't want to make any kind of mistake down around the 1-yard line. He's got to go ahead with a sneak and try to go to the locker room down 14. We're going to go down to Ben Reichley at the tail end of this quarter that is coming down here and get a chance to talk to J.C. Kiefer.
Yeah,
but J.C. has been down the last 5 games and come back to win. So Don't panic if you're a Warrior fan. If you're a Southern fan, you're feeling pretty doggone good. Big crowd from Catawissa here tonight, and a big Warrior crowd. And at halftime, Southern 21, Montoursville 7. And of course, a kick return for a touchdown, pick off for a touchdown, one drive that got him in the end zone. But they've had some dominance in the first half of this ball game. And we want to get down to Ben Reichley.
And Montoursville will get the opening kickoff of the second half. So you're right about don't go away.
All right, Ben's going down. I want to go over to talk to Jim Roth at the tail end of the half. And he's going down to grab him and talk to him right now. He's going to be walking right toward him. 21-7, our score as we get ready for the second half of this ball game. WebWeeklyLive.com. And coming up, the Harders Play to Win halftime show. Coming up minutes away here on Cable Sports in our 30th season and WebWeeklyLive.com. All right, we're going to go to Ben. He's been held up. Somebody else grabbed Roth first. J.C. Kiefer probably didn't have a whole lot that he wanted to talk about in the first half of this ball game. Here comes Jim Roth, and let's go down as Ben Reichley's going to grab him quick. And let's go down to Ben.
Coach, satisfied with that first half?
You're never satisfied. It's nice to have a 2-touchdown lead. We could have done some things better. Pleased with the way the defense has played overall. We've done a nice job against their passing game, and we've controlled the run, and that's where it all starts, because if they can run the ball, that helps their pass. So defense has played well. Felt like our offense could have executed a little bit better, and we had some missed opportunities. But, again, they're a quality team. They're going to make plays, and be up by 14 at halftime is a good situation to be in.
You talked before the game of getting pressure on Messina. You seem to be able to get pressure on him.
Yeah, we've gotten some, and that's been a help. Obviously, you can't let him sit back there and have a lot of time and get real comfortable.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck the second half.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ben.
Hey, guys from down here, I tell you what, the Southern team is very proactive. On defense, you saw some of those penalties. You don't want penalties, but they're crowding the line of scrimmage. They're putting pressure on Messina. You know, it's going to come down to, guys, who's going to make the changes at halftime. Southern probably just has to play better, but Montoursville will make some changes, and we'll see. They're only 2 down.
Yeah.
Again, and one of that is an interception return, unfortunately, from Montoursville. So let's see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Yeah, Southern on top, 21-7. Our Rennie Road Armor All-State game. You're watching on WebWeeklyLive.com. All right, we'll take a timeout. Play to Win halftime show. Babe Mares, Who Is He Where is coming up next, or who are they? 2 great players, one Montoursville, one Southern. Got it next. 21-7 Tigers. Well, 38 years in the making. Rennie Road Armor All-State is #1 in Pennsylvania. They continue to evolve, and now John Grant has joined the company. Tell me more about your new role here at Rennie Road Armor.
I'm here as the benefits manager with my daughter Jennifer. We administer programs to local owners and businesses to help them maintain their employees by offering voluntary benefits that they can pick up, such as accident and disability. But one of the main things we're going to talk about today is our cancer program. As you know, in the country, 1 out of 2 males and 1 out of 3 females suffer with cancer, and our programs are made to supplement them. Talk about if they end up having a mammogram or a colonoscopy, that's paid for. Transportation paid for. But the big thing is their initial diagnosis, or if they have radiation and chemo, it pays $10,000 to them directly, that they don't have to pay to any other medical institution or any doctor. It goes directly to them to help offset their financial woes during this time of loss.
You've known them for more than 50-plus years in the Williamsport area. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services throughout Pennsylvania. Commercial builds from Starbucks to Panera and so much more. John Alvarado, now you're adding residential, and some of the finest homes are going to be built by you guys.
We've been doing residential design and construction work for about the last 4 years. Partnered with a firm called Scholes Design, who is a residential architectural firm, probably the premier firm in the country. Have an extensive catalog of their designs, as well as we have the ability to do our own custom designs as well.
And remodeling, a rebuild of a house to change the look.
Yeah, both interior or exterior. We did the kitchen makeover last year with your crew.
Yeah, the KISS FM kitchen makeover, what a success. Boy, that was a happy family in South Williamsport.
Great project, gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days. That was great. The exterior renovation work we've been doing has been everything from brick, stucco, stone, new facelifts for your home.
So, for a new build, commercial or now residential, make it Alvarado Construction for the finest in central Pennsylvania.
Welcome to the Harder's Halftime Show. I'm Dennis. This is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. At the beginning of the year, every team needs to raise funds. At Harder's, they put the fund back in fundraising. You go to pabooster.com where you select some products and a design. We help you sell it, we bag it, we sort it, we drop it off with a check to your organization.
And you know, Dennis, what they can do with that check is you can come here to Harder Sporting Goods. We've been your baseball headquarters for years and years. And now, we'd like you to know that we're your headquarters for football and soccer and wrestling, any fall sport, winter sport, spring sport. We can take care of your needs. We're here at Harder Sporting Goods, and we're your hometown sporting goods store. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
Of Montoursville and Southern Columbia high school athletes who achieved elite championship professional status. Well, if you guessed Montoursville's Mike Messina and Southern Columbia's Henry Hynoski, you're correct. Both Mike and Henry would be high school standout football and baseball players. Both would win PIAA state championships. Henry's in football, Mike's in baseball. Both would have standout college careers in athletics and academics. Mike at Stanford, Henry at Pitt. Henry would twice play a key role leading his New York Yankee team to the Major League Baseball American League Championship and World Series appearances. Henry to the New York Giants 2012 NFL Super Bowl championship. Both would acquire nicknames of large animals, Mike Moose Messina and Henry Hynoceros Hynoski. Following retirement, both have carried on their sports legacies by continuing to contribute in a broad world of athletics. Today, Mike is a varsity basketball coach at Montoursville High School. Henry is employed in the New York Giants front office at the Meadowlands. Mike is the father of Montoursville's senior quarterback, Bryson Messina. Baltimore Oil and New York Yankee pitcher Mike Messina and New York Giant fullback Henry Hynoski, this week's Rennie Rhode Armour Allstate Insurance. Who are they and where are they now? Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the Halftime Show coming up right after these messages.
Well, John Kennedy, you've been with us a lot of years here on Cable Sports, and now with Auto Trim Design, Legion Road, Muncie. Tell me about, now you're still doing real estate, but tell me about the new Auto Trim Design.
Yeah, I am still doing real estate with Fish, but I partnered up with Rennie Rhode Armour for Auto Trim Design, which is a building and equipment and designers and installers that can do pretty much anything. They can wrap something new for you, they can add on something new, they can change something new, and we're also in the sports line. We can do banners for schools, we can do decals for helmets, we can do pretty much anything here.
So bottom line is you want to get a new look for your business. Great way to market. They totally wrapping vehicles. It's amazing how they can wrap a building, for God's sakes, anything under the sun.
And our installer probably has. She's fantastic. She's one of the best in the area.
So when it comes to a new marketing plan or something cool, even you might want to even do it with your boat on the river, this is a way to get it wrapped and get it redone. Auto Trim Design. Auto Trim
Design can do it, and we are quick to turn around. Okay. And we have Saturday appointments as well.
How do they get in touch with you?
570-546-8455, and we're on 530 Legion Road, right behind Lezer Lumber.
Check it out today. Auto Trim Design. Thanks, Joan.
Thanks, Gary.
Well, it's halftime, and I'm hungry. And, of course, when I see this man, I get real hungry. Chef Hosh is here of Chef Ocean and Catering. It's part of the halftime show. You do Penn State tailgate parties, but now you're going all catering this fall and this winter. New location, West 4th Street. And out of that mobile kitchen, you can do everything.
Yes, in the mobile kitchen, you're right, Gary. Some people see the mobile kitchen and they know they're going to eat good the night when they see our mobile kitchen pull up in their drive. And we do home parties. We do tailgates, like you said, Christmas parties, business parties, and our new location down here on 4th Street across from P.D. Kurdick House. We have 3 rooms in there, 2 of them seating about 25 and the other one seats about 65.
So a dinner party for 10 or maybe one for over 400. You can cover it all. You can go informal like you're doing for my Army Navy party, or you can go real fancy.
Yep, we can go real fancy. Yep, we can do 5-course meals. Whatever you want to order and stuff. We don't have any set menus. We do what you want us to do.
Say he's the best. How do you get in touch with you?
570-850-9843. Chef Hoshin and Catering.
Check him out. Do it this fall. And we're back here on the Fairfield Auto Group halftime show with Rick Quigley, longtime GM at Fairfield, 30-plus years in this business. And I'll tell you, Rick, you guys continue to expand. We're down at the end of the county. You guys pretty much own it with the locations right here at the Halls-Pennsdale exit off I-180.
Well, that's right, Gary. We've got a BMW store, which we've already broken ground, and they're clearing that off right now as we speak.
Yeah, and that's bigger and better than ever, meaning you're selling a lot, meaning they want to put more cars here. That's huge. A luxury model that people love.
Yeah, BMW's done very well, and their forecast for BMW is to do exceptionally well over the next few years. They've got a lot of new brands coming out, new models, and it's the only luxury brand in this market.
Great thing about it, too, you've got locations over this entire region of Central PA, and one of the newest is down in Lewisburg, state-of-the-art facility for Chevy and Caddy.
Yeah, finished the Chevy Cadillac store last year, have a huge parking lot across the street, hold up to 500 cars, and doing very well with a great display there.
And the Kaiser boys have got a location in Danville in the Muncie area, Route 405. You've got the Dodge and you've got Jeep and everything there. And, of course, Fairfield Ford implements Ford at the Auto Mall with BMW moving here and Volkswagen down there, too. And that's a great location.
It is a great location, and having Ford up the other end of the county certainly helps. We have both ends covered for our customers.
Rick, you're all over it. Let's get 30 more years coming for Fairfield.
That's what we're here for. Thanks.
Congratulations, and make it Fairfield for fair deals. Well, the Harder Sporting Goods Play to Win halftime show. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear. Tonight, Memorial Stadium in Montoursville, 21-7. It's Southern on top in this ball game. And Southern drives the ball that very first time down, and a pick by Nolan Ott keeps him out of the end zone. But Southern has controlled things in this football game tonight. 9-5 in first down. Southern 160 total yards to 65 for the Warriors. Hollenbach is 8 of 11, 61, but he's had 2 picks off right at the tail end of the half. A great pick by Riley Conboy. Earlier, Ott, as we mentioned, in the end zone. 5 out of 10 for 49 yards by Messina. His biggest strike was to Nolan Ott for 35 to the 2. And a 1-yard plunge by Torrin Lewis got Montoursville their only score to then cut it to 14-7. But remember, Messina had 1 picked, 38 yards coming back the other way. And let's take a look at our River Valley Transit big play of this ball game. And big play of the ball game. This is just a great pick by an all-state cornerback in Cam Young. And great coverage, and we're going to get a chance to see it. He's going to step in, make a great play, and return that the distance. And all of a sudden, here's a great play right here. Trying to get to Shea. And a great pick by Young.
And you saw just a collision of the two of them. Young, perfect at getting to the ball at the same time that Shea was trying to catch it. Came up with the ball, returned it for a touchdown. And I'll tell you, I thought that may have broken the backs of Montoursville, but it didn't. Montoursville came back.
Warriors came back, made it 14-7, but, backbreakers can come on a 96-yard kick return by Julian Fleming, only a freshman, bringing it all the way back. He answered after Montoursville had cut it to 7, and it became a 21-7 ball game, and that's where we are. So 160 to 65 in total yards. Garcia 5 for 29. And Thomas 6 for 55. Lewis has added 3 for 13 yards, and Ott 2 for -1. That's how stingy they've been in this ball game tonight. We'll take a timeout. This is the Harders Play to Win halftime show. And the Rennie Road Armor All-State game. You're watching us live tonight at WebbWeeklyLive.com. Anytime of the replay at WebbWeeklyLive.com. And Sunday at 10, Monday at 7 here on Comcast 190. And our Rennie Road Armor All-State game of the week. We'll take a timeout. 21-7 Southern.
Hi, this is Scott from Harder Sporting Goods. You've known us as your baseball headquarters for years. But now we'd like you to know we have a full line of football equipment like Under Armour cleats, receiver's gloves, shoulder pads, pants, anything that you need for your individual or team needs. And also we can do your rewards for your end of the year banquets. Come see us at Harder Sporting Goods, 2098 Lycoming Creek Road, where we play to win.
You know by now, I love the Clothier. Men's clothing at the finest in Central PA with the biggest selection in the state. Francis, how do you do it? You've got a huge selection for everybody.
We try to fit everybody from head to toe with clothes from all the brands around the world, fit you up exactly the way you like to look.
West 4th Street, downtown Williamsport, biggest selection, finest menswear in Pennsylvania. The Clothier, downtown Williamsport.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Now you can afford to celebrate your special moments at Walt Disney World Resort. Contact your local AAA office or go to AAA.com/Disney to learn how.
Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Cannot wait. Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Memorial Stadium, Montoursville, PA. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear. Our Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. Hard to believe this is weekend number 7. A mild night for football. Montoursville, really only the second team to beat Southern in district playoffs 2 years ago. Last year nearly pulled the upset. But you can see why Southern is Southern. 47 straight regular season wins. They won 22 straight overall. And they shut out the last 2 opponents. And right now the Warriors playing catch-up football again for the 5th straight week. They were behind but have come back to win. 21-7 down in this ball game. But a great pick by Young on a pass intended for Tom Shea. You get an all-stater back there, and Tom Shea coming into this ball game has caught 39 passes coming in. But right now, there's no question, you've got a football team that is holding them down. Let's double-check on Shea in that first half as far as catching the football right now. But Shea has caught 1 for -3 in the ball game. He's got 40, but lost 3 in the play. That's how stingy they've been taking away the plays. Last year, though, remember, they dialed up big calls down at Southern in the District 4 title game. A lot on 3rd and long and 4th and long to continue to answer. And they didn't flinch when they got down 2 touchdowns. Let's go down right now to Ben Reichley with an update. Let's go down to Ben. And if you're all set to go, I'm coming to you right now, if Ben is ready.
He's not. I
don't think he's hearing us.
It looks like he doesn't have his earphones aren't working here.
All right, he's going to have to obviously get back and check the batteries. If you're set, we're going to go to you right now if he's ready. No, he doesn't see it. No. Okay.
You know, I think what Montoursville has to look at here in the second half is that they've been throwing the ball to the sideline a lot. And I think the linebackers from Southern are squeezing the line of scrimmage, and a lot of times they're firing to get that pressure on Messina. I think if you start looking at throwing the ball underneath, over the middle, slant patterns, some quick in patterns, all right, get underneath the secondary. The linebackers seem to be blitzing. That should open up, and I think that may be something that the Montoursville may take a look at here in the second half of the ball game.
Okay, here comes Southern. When we get a chance, we'll get down. Ben needs to obviously check the batteries on his pack down there and make sure he's in good shape. And we'll get back to him coming up. First down, and this is a ball club right now as the Warriors want to set up hopefully a little bit better than back deep in their own territory when they return this kick for the second half. 21-7 our score in the ball game. And Hoffman kicking it back for Southern. Conboy at the 14-yard line. Returning out over the 30 and out to the 31. And Thomas Manley comes over to make the tackle, and they're going to set up first down and 10.
All right, decent return. Let's see if they can do something with it. I think it's really a big series. Even though it's the beginning of the second half, still a lot of time, half the ball game left. I think they've got to do something here. They either have to drive the ball or it would be nice if they could put it into the end zone. But they can't go 3 and out or maybe get a first down and out.
Here comes Messina. Got a setback back there with him.
It's going to be a penalty against Montoursville. Not a good start.
Yeah, looks like a false start. It's going to send him back at least 5 yards.
I think there was 2 guys in motion, too.
Offside?
No, it's going to be offside against Southern. So Southern jumped over, and the Warriors will take a break there. First down in about 5. And here we go. Here comes Montoursville. 37-yard line. They're down 21-7. Back to pass, Messina. Comes into the outside, catches made. Conboy, first down, good catch. And threw it right to a great spot out there to the 45-yard line. Drilled out of bounds by Sid Domgard that time. They're going to set up first down and 10.
And a good pattern. That was Conboy ran a good pattern. Messina did a good job of getting the ball to him. You run a good pattern, Messina's going to get you the ball if he has time.
Here come the Warriors. First down and 10. 45-yard line. Coming out of the gun. There's Ott. Trying to go with the jet sweep. And now a flag came out, and I'm not so sure this time that it's going to be against Southern again. I believe Southern again offside again.
Yeah.
So Southern's trying to gamble. And that time they were going to slip that little jet sweep to Nolan Ott to try to get some yardage out there. The Warriors will go first down and 5 at midfield.
Well, you know, they're trying to anticipate the snap count. And Messina's a smart enough quarterback that he may just be switching it up a little bit, changing his rhythm up a little bit, and it's throwing him off.
Warriors have a double wing out of that gun. They put Ott in motion. They give it to him off the jet sweep. 50, 45, and a good run for a first down inside the 45 to the 43, and Cam Young comes over to make that tackle for Southern. So the Warriors trying to right now settle down, come back, and get this game within 7. Big crowd here tonight at Memorial Stadium. Southern Columbia Tigers that have won 8 state titles over the years.
You should have been aware that was coming because you saw it set up on the previous play. But still, they executed and got it done.
First down and 10. A little different alignment right now. Back to pass thrown to the outside, incomplete. And I'll tell you what, they got the ball over Preston Zachman, but boy, Zachman was at the right place, right time. You throw in the flat, and you can go uncontested the distance for a touchdown if he reaches in and makes that pick.
That's right.
He got a hand up there and incomplete.
He was about a half a step away from
Boy,
it,
he
too.
sure was. That time they tried to flare it out to Rothrock. 6 out of 12. Messina, 57 yards, has had 1 picked off. Big play was Ott, a catch for 35 that set up their only touchdown, and a 1-yard run by Lewis. On second down 10. Setback is Ott. Wideouts left and right. Messina steps up in the pocket, throws to the outside. Conboy the catch. Inside the 35 to the 34, and Domgard comes over to make that tackle again.
Yeah, he should. It's really going to be close to the first down. They're going to give him the first down.
So now, now, Bryson Messina trying to get himself into a rhythm. Only one of 3 District 4 QBs to throw for over 5,000 yards in his career. He's broken all the records here at Montoursville High. Being looked at by a lot of FCS teams. I know Cornell and Richmond, a lot of Patriot League type teams looking at Messina.
That's a good education right there. His dad knows that. His dad went to Stanford, knows what a good education is, and you know, I'm sure he's going to say to the kid, hey, you know, it's your education that's going to count.
First down and 10. Boy, you talk about getting ripped that time. Good defensive penetration on that by Cal Halliday. Penetration by Halliday, the freshman, comes over and makes that big hit. Second down. Boy, and 13 as he loses 3 yards on the play.
Now you've watched Montoursville run that out pattern. Here's the replay. It's going to be a fire. I mean, they're just blitzing through, and you can't always pick up that blitz.
Second down, 13. Here's Messina. Football at the 36-yard line. That's Ott in motion off the play actions. Pressure coming. He's got a man there. Conboy overshot him. I don't think he saw it. That ball was thrown a little bit over his head. Good coverage that time. Sid Domgard was with him all the way, but pressure coming off that edge by Preston Zachman, number 14.
And I'll tell you, Bryson Messina knew he was going to take a hit and still released that ball downfield and gave his receiver a chance. It was overthrown. It wasn't a good chance, but Messina took a lick, got up, ran to the sideline. He's back in. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And I'll tell you what, that was one of those ones where you usually see the quarterback lay there for a while.
Now you're talking third down, 13. Warriors back to pass Messina. Steps up, finds time, incomplete. Trying to come back to Conboy again, couldn't get it to him. And right now, Cam Young's done a great job shutting down Tom Shea on the other side.
Yeah, he has.
And Andrew Haupt comes over to make that play. He's the backup defensive quarterback, 5'8", 170, and a junior.
And the Montoursville coaching staff knows that, and that's why they're going to the other side.
Messina is going to go on fourth down. Remember last year, District 4 final. They made great plays on fourth down on 2 occasions that kept him alive. Here comes Messina. Comes out of the pistol. Wide out left and right. 4th and 13 off the play fake. Messina throws it out here. The catch is made. First down. Conboy inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. That tackle by Preston Zachman that time. Comes over to make the play, and Cam Young down there too.
I tell you, that was a nice pattern, nice throw, and somebody at the line of scrimmage picked up a blitz, and that's what made that play go. Messina was just getting ready to release and go to the outside when he saw the man pick up the blitz, stood tall, threw the ball downfield, and a nice catch.
Here comes Messina, down 21-7, 9:34 left in the third. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, and Ben Reichley from Memorial Stadium in Montoursville. Messina, now time called. Montoursville will take time. 9:24 left in the third. WebWeeklyLive.com. Warriors down 2 touchdowns, but driving. You know, I'm sitting here in my own booth. That's right. They've given me my own booth here at Macetto's Deli and Six Pack, Kenwood Avenue. I'm here every week because they have the best homemade soups and deli sandwiches in the region. And now, home-style breakfast, 6 to 10 weekdays, Saturday 7 to 11, great desserts, great salads, and the Friday night football dinner special. They sell it out. Don't miss it. Whatever you do, check it out for the best in Central PA, Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township.
Son, it's time to learn how to change a tire. Let's see. I know it's in here. Oh, here we go. Then you want the, no, maybe that's what this is for. Oh, listen, come on. Are you getting any of this?
Dad, I sent our GPS location to AAA 20 minutes ago.
Really?
You gave me a AAA card, remember?
You trust AAA with your car. Now let AAA Travel handle your vacation plan. Don't go to strangers. Go to AAA Travel. Here comes Messina. First down at 10, 19-yard line. Ott in motion. Big play on first down. Pressure coming. Messina lets it go, throws it out of bounds. He had a receiver down there, and Conboy Southern fans reacting as if he threw it away, and I think that time Anthony Chicatano putting pressure on.
He definitely threw it away, but he had a man there.
Yeah, he did.
So it was a good play by Messina. He had the presence to find a man and then throw it out of bounds where the man was.
8 out of 17 for Messina now, 85 yards. Trying to get the right play here, call to cut this lead. From the 19, jet sweep, Ott, cut back, 15, near the 10, diving ahead, and a good play by Nolan Ott. Good having him back in the lineup. Cam Young, a saving tackle.
Okay, now it's going to be 2 yards. It's 4-down territory, definitely, unless they would go for the field goal. But I think down by 2 touchdowns, they really need to try their best to get into the end zone.
Here comes Messina. 3rd down and 2 at the 11-yard line, down 21-7. Next week, Millionaires at home against Coughlin here on Cable Sports and WebWeeklyLive.com. Warriors, 3rd down and 2. Messina fumbled the snap. And boy, I tell you, I'm not sure if he got back on it or not. I think Southern thinks they have it. And that would be huge as he pulled out from under center. Yes. And Southern has recovered. Boy, that hurts.
That really hurts.
That hurts.
That hurts. I don't know whether it's hard to tell on
Troy
a snap
Donlin is a guy that picked up the fumble.
Yeah.
And comes out with it. That is a tough one there.
Yeah.
And that time Bryson pulled it out. And, he tries to be as perfect as you can be. And I know he's beating himself up. You don't get down there if Messina doesn't drive you down. Tough play, and right now you're going to have to put it behind you.
You're right.
And now here comes Southern.
And you got to pull yourself together here, or Southern will put it to you.
And Southern on a move by Gage Garcia out to the 15 to about the 16-yard line. And Garcia, who had 24 carries on 25 yards on 4 carries in the first half after this ball game, is a breakout guy. They got to stop the big play from that guy.
Okay, now this is going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul against Montoursville, and that really hurts. You've got to regroup when you have a turnover, and if you don't regroup, you're going to give up yardage or something like that's going to happen. And with high school kids, and I got to say this, but with high school kids, that's a tough thing to do. That regrouping, because you have guys playing both offense and defense, where in the colleges and you
Southern doesn't have that many guys going both ways.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right
this
now.
was Montoursville, though, the community.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I was referring
21-7. No, I know, and you're right. A lot of guys in a tough game. There's Garcia to the outside. A great spin move to the 50. Makes a man miss to the 45-40 and out of bounds. What a run by Gage Garcia. This will be maybe the first time you see him. It won't be the last time you're going to hear that name, because that's how good Gage Garcia is after a 28-yard run in traffic. And there's a look at Gage Garcia again.
And, he runs like Hynoski. So I think Henry knew what he was talking about here. That's a great run. Wow.
Here comes Hollenbach up under center. They're going to go the fullback, Nick Fetterman. He's going to get a couple of yards off that right side. That time the Warriors coming over. Torrin Lewis comes over to make that tackle, number 39. Made a ton of those from his linebacker spot this season. So now the Warriors need a stop here after a drive and a fumble inside the Southern 10-yard line. They've got Fleming, top of the screen. He can burn you deep. Already burned him on a 96-yard kick return.
Wow.
Good run to the 30. And again, right now, Hunter Thomas, Riley Conboy makes a tackle. And now a little bit of power football by Southern.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about Southern pulling it in the second half. They were really spreading the field, throwing the ball all over, and I think they had to get back down to their grassroots that they demonstrated earlier in the ball game.
So now you've got 1st down and 10. Southern back to Garcia off that right side, has a hole. Garcia inside the 25, diving ahead of the 20 and down to the 19. Nolan Ott, a saving tackle on Gage Garcia. And now he's starting to take it to a next level now in this drive. 808 yards coming in. Only a freshman, 5'9", 180. He had averaged 12.8 every time he touched the ball for this football team, and he scored 16 touchdowns in the year. They're going to slip it to Fetterman. Not much. And Bryce Rank is going to make that tackle, number 68.
Okay, that was a nice tackle. That was good. A good spot. They've got to get a good play. They got to throw him for a loss here on 2nd or 3rd down and put some pressure on him. the closer you get, once you get into that red zone, you have more people up closer to the line of scrimmage. And it makes it a little bit harder to run that ball.
Here comes Hollenbach on 2nd down and 8. They go Thomas again. On the cutback, Thomas still gets positive yards. Torrin Lewis comes over to make the hit. Also tackled by Bryce Rank, number 68, the 5'11", 220-pound sophomore, or senior, I should say, who had a big sack earlier in this ball game.
All right, now that you got a 3rd down and long, definitely 4-down territory, but you got a 3rd and long. Montoursville needs to make a big stop here, and if nothing else, force them into a field goal attempt.
Here comes Hollenbach, only a sophomore. There's that double reverse off the counter to Garcia. Garcia is going to be hemmed in. Ott had him still on his feet. Boy, you talk about a guy that is shifty. Gage Garcia has to be brought down by 3 different guys. Ott was there, Rank was there, Rothrock was there to bring him down. And again, Garcia started to add to his total. He had only 24 yards of the half, now 9 carries. And about 71 yards in this ball game right now.
That was a good read by the linebackers. They read that all the way. They got out. They strung it out. It's going to be a 4th down play, and they're going to go for it.
4th down in about 8. 4-down country. Football at about the 18-yard line. Back to pass, Hollenbach. He's going to throw toward the end zone. That ball's incomplete. Good defensive hit. And a great play by Anthony Washington on Cam Young. And the Warriors take over and down. That's big.
That was a nice coverage by Washington, who's played well this year. He's really improved over last year. And a great stop for Montoursville.
Yeah, that's big. And now Messina's going to have to take his team right back down the field. He had him inside the 10 when they fumbled it away.
And that was, I thought the way that drive started out, that they were destined to get into the end zone. And Montoursville just did a good job of stopping them once they got inside the red zone. So, still a ball game.
They've got double wide outs near side. Top of the screen, Ott flanked out there. Back to pass, Messina. Here comes the pressure. Boy, I'd say Preston Zachman was coming after him. Messina had to get it away. Tom Shea was out there. But, boy, now you got pressure. And you've got those great corners, and Cam Young trying to clamp down defensively along with Sid Domgard the other side. And Wilk, the safety, coming up over top, and they have been tough all night.
Yeah, and I don't think that Tommy Shea was out there on the outside when that ball was thrown, but I don't think he really intended to throw it to Shea. I think that he saw the rush coming. He had to get rid of it, saw a friendly jersey out there and just threw it out of bounds towards that jersey.
Here comes Messina on 2nd down. Play action. Guns it over the middle. Nearly a great catch by Ott. Would have had to one-hand it. Messina put it right there, but a little bit high. And Ott couldn't reel it in. He had 2 white jerseys around him as Zachman dropped off along with Cam Young. And it brings up 3rd down and 10.
Well, Messina had to throw the ball there because there was a man trailing. If he would have thrown it just a hair behind Ott, that would have been intercepted.
Well,
so
the tough part right now, babe, is the Warriors have not been able to establish any real ground game to offset the pass and keep them from putting that pressure on.
Right, but you know they're a passing team. They're in big games. They throw the ball. Let's see what happens here.
Play action, Messina steps up again, throws to the outside. That ball is caught by Conboy, stays in his feet, and a 1st down. What a catch by Riley Conboy, and he's having quite a night. Big play by Conboy and a 1st down, and again, Messina puts it on the numbers with heat in his face.
That would not have been a 1st down on the contact from the defender. But getting away from the defender by Conboy is what made that 1st down.
Well, he came in with 25 catches, and they have shut down Tom Shea in this game. They keep going back to number 12, and Conboy keeps making plays. He's had a big night. 4 catches, 48 yards, and he made that 1st down on his own after the catch.
That was a great throw, and good coverage, too, but still got the throw.
Messina's going to slip it to Nolan Ott. He's going to get maybe a yard. That's it. Boy, they just cannot establish the run in this ball game tonight to offset that pass rush. And now Torrin Lewis comes back in. Ott is a big play guy. They had lined him up at wide receiver on the last series. 2nd down and 10. Lewis comes back in the backfield. They're coming out of the gun. They were up under center when that ball was fumbled away inside the 10 earlier. Still 21-7. That was the score at halftime. Torrin Lewis, he's had a couple of 100-yard games this year. He's had a great season. Dives over the 35 to the 37. Cal Halliday, that freshman, has had one heck of a night again tonight.
Yeah, and that was he's only going to pick up about a yard there, maybe 2. But the thing is, the clock's running right now, so you got to see. You're only down by 14 points. You can score 2 touchdowns in the 4th period. But you got to get something that you feel comfortable with right now.
Well, one of the problems right now, you've only rushed for 26 yards on 14 attempts. Play action, pressure coming. Messina steps up, tries to scramble out of it. Messina on the run. He's got the first to the 50 and diving ahead into Tiger territory to the 46-yard line. Saving tackle by Tegan Wilk. Big play by Messina.
Yeah, and you saw the speed Messina has. He doesn't look like he's fast, but I'll tell you, watch this. He gets forced out of the pocket. 1, 2, he gets away from, finds an alley, and look, he runs away from people. I mean, he has good speed and has the ability to break that play, and that was a nice run for the first down, and Montoursville's alive.
Big play, Messina, and a great run by Bryson. A 16-yard scramble, 1st down and 10. They're going to slip it to Ott. Off the jet sweep, 40, 35, and out of bounds. And now the Warriors on the move again, trying to put another drive together and getting a little running room off that to offset the pass.
Yes, they are. And Southern is firing both inside linebackers every play right now, trying to put pressure on Messina. Good play calling by the Warriors. They're running the ball to the outside. They're getting the ball off on quick throws to the outside and see if they can keep it up.
They've got Shea top of the screen. Conboy this side. 1st down and 10. On the march, Warriors again. Diving ahead after about a 2.5-yard gain. Zachman makes the tackle, and that time on Torrin Lewis.
Now, what you're seeing Montoursville do, they're going to a 2 tight end set. They've got 7 men across the initial line of scrimmage. And now they can close up those gaps and not allow those linebackers to break wide open like they were earlier in the ball game.
2nd down, about 8. They got Shea top of the screen. Tom is due tonight for a big play. Conboy's had a big night with 4 catches. Back to pass, Messina. Over the middle, looking for Shea, picked off. Brought back by Fleming. Fleming at the 30, 35, 40. Fleming gets by Hoffman. Fleming down the sideline. Julian Fleming, only a freshman's taking it back. Touchdown, Southern. And that breaks your back. The 2nd pickoff return for a touchdown, 88 yards. Earlier in the game, Fleming returned a kick return, 96. Only a freshman at 6'1", 170. And that is a killer there.
Yeah, that sure was. That's you have 4 touchdowns. Southern does. Only 1 was an offensive touchdown.
Yeah,
2
you're
by
right.
the defense.
3 defensive touchdowns in this game.
We talked about turnovers in the pregame show, and
2 defensive touchdowns and the kick return.
Yep.
And that's big. And of course that fumble down there earlier. And now the conversion try by Hoffman. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Southern, that's a backbreaker, 28-7. Minute 29 left, 3rd quarter from Memorial Stadium. You're watching the game live, WebWeeklyLive.com. Tigers are up 28-7. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie, Joan Kennedy. We go back a lot of years. Tell me all about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles. We'll do pretty much anything. All you do is have to send us a pic. We'll copy it. We'll completely wrap your vehicle. We're good.
Signage for a team, for a sports team, and so much more. Auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie. Check them out this week.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger.
River Valley Transit's original driver date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there. Well, the Montoursville Warriors stinging. An 88-yard interception return. What a night for Julian Fleming. Only a freshman. He's had a 96-yard kick return and now an 88-yard interception for a touchdown. Earlier, Cam Young picked a Messina pass off, brought it back 38 yards for a touchdown. Kicking it back, that's Dyer at the 30. 35, and hit right there, that's Halliday again. And they're going to set up first down at 10. And right now, a tough night for Messina. He's had a lot of pressure on him, and you just got to shake it off because they have proved that they can move that football. Bryson came into this ball game with 9 pickoffs. He's had 2 picks tonight. Game of the week brought to you by Moff & Associates. Your retirement income planning for the Williamsport area gym's been at it 32 years in Central PA. You can have financial independence in retirement. Game plan. Get it together with Jim Moff & Associates, Court Street, downtown Williamsport. Here comes Messina. Warriors trying to strike again. Try to slip it off that counter that time to Torrin Lewis. And Torrin is going to get back to maybe the line of scrimmage. Might gain a yard, and that time staying home as Tyler Bendis, the defensive end, makes that tackle. And also making the play, Jeff Cox.
Well, you made a good point earlier, Gary, and you know, it's playing out here. They cannot get a running game going. And when you can't get a running game going, you're going to be throwing the ball. And when you throw the ball, the 3 things that can happen, and 2 of them aren't good.
And they can, and they're sitting back and waiting. And they've really obviously scouted this game well. 28-7. Warriors down in the ball game. Messina going to throw to the outside. Shea, second catch of the night to the 40, shy of a first down. He's going to be about a yard and a half shy. And Tegan Wilk, the safety, number 2, comes over to make that tackle.
All right, they're going to be about a yard and a half, Gary. You're correct. And this is a big play. You got to get a first down out of this, and because you do not want to kick the ball back to the offense.
Now, not with the big play people they have. You know, Gage Garcia got rolling in his game, and you've got Hunter Thomas, and of course, what a night for Julian Fleming. Messina off the play action, throws over the middle, incomplete. Had a guy there. He tried to go to Rothrock. Wilk, the safety, was there, threw a little bit behind him, but I think that ball could have been and maybe should have been caught. And there's 1.7 seconds left in this third quarter at Memorial Stadium. And can the Warriors, who have moved the ball twice and then given it up, driving it deep in a fumble and then a interception return, 88 yards for a touchdown. Talk about some big play guys. Jim Roth told me this week, this team is as talented as the teams he's had over the years. He said this team could be right there with the best based on the guys he has and how good they are capable of being, this young team. Perhaps his most inexperienced team coming in, youngest team, 11 freshmen and 5-6 guys that start regularly. We're going to take a timeout. Tigers 28-7 over Montoursville. You're watching WebbWeeklyLive.com. Rainy Road Armel, 38 years and going strong. Number 1 in Pennsylvania, top 10 in the nation. What makes this place so successful?
I think it's the attitude and how we treat clients. We treat them not as clients or customers, but as friends and family. We take a lot of pride of always being there to help them. We're always available on our business or cell phone. It's a job of taking care of people. It's a job of being there when they need you.
Over 30 years, one family of dealerships has grown to include 14 brands at 8 locations on an unyielding commitment to hometown values and unrivaled service, selection, and customer satisfaction for 30 years. Fairfield. For fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Randy Rodarmo Allstate, game of the week. And you watch also on Comcast 190, Sunday at 10, Monday at 7, and anytime here at WebWeeklyLive.com. You're watching live, you're watching on Facebook, and you're watching anytime. You want to watch that replay later tonight, tomorrow, anytime. We've had thousands watching the ball games this year, thanks to Jim Webb and the gang. Webb Weekly and WebWeeklyLive.com. Southern on the march, they're up 28-7, and now the Montoursville Warriors trying to answer. There's a strike. Rothrock, 25, 20, 15, 10. Rothrock, touchdown Warriors.
And that's a way to answer.
55 yards. Messina throwing a rope, and Mitchell went out and made a great catch and then outran the defender. 55-yard touchdown strike. And now Lazorka tries to make it 28-14. That's huge.
That really is huge. That was a nice throw by Messina. Nice catch by Rothrock. And he caught him right in stride. He didn't have to break down and restart again. And as a result, he was in the end zone. Messina got it. Look at that. Right on stride. Good catch by Rothrock. He had to go up over top his head to get that.
Here comes Lazorka. Point after. The kick is up, and he nails it. He has not missed one all year. He's 25 out of 25. We'll take a timeout. New game. Still a lot of time. 11:50 to play. The Warriors have cut it to 2 touchdowns. 28-7. 28-14 now, Southern.
When it comes to health insurance, Roach Financial has the solution. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience earning your trust by offering health coverage for business, individuals, and families. The Affordable Health Care Act has created a greater need for a trusted benefits consultant who can help disentangle it so you and your employees understand the new changes and requirements. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
When it comes to great food, great fun, great sports, you've got to make it to Rival Sports Bar and Grill on River Avenue, known for their famous California wood-fired pizza.
Rivals, a great atmosphere and a great place to watch your favorite football team and the best wings in town.
We love Rivals, California wood-fired pizza, wraps and wings, the best in Williamsburg.
Best steak salad and wings in town.
Rivals, River Avenue. That was a big-time throw. Messina strikes back, and boy, do they need it with 11:50 to play in the game and a 65-yard drive and a 55-yarder. A great catch by Rothrock over the shoulder, outraces the defender, gets into the end zone, and now it's a 28-14 game. 11:50 left. You've got Lazorka, and I would imagine right now he's had 11 touchbacks on the season. But you also have to be smart, too, because you don't want to put it in the hands of either Thomas or Fleming. Fleming's brought one back 96 yards and an interception for 28. And it's going to be Messina who is actually going to kick it off, an onside kick and a good one that Bryson Messina kicked and not Lazorka. And I'm looking for Lazorka, and I look down and see number 11 there, and Bryson on a nice onside kick attempt as right now the Warriors gambling, and right now they've got to make a defensive stop, down 2 touchdowns.
Well, you know, when you get stung like that, oftentimes you lose your focus. Good job by Southern of recognizing what was going on, getting guys to move up and make that recovery.
Yeah, that was a well-placed ball by Messina, but Southern got on it. And here comes Hollenbach. They put Garcia in motion, play action. They're going for all of it upstairs. They've got Hunter Thomas on the dead run. He's got it to the 15, the 10. Thomas carries people with him into the end zone. Touchdown. Hunter Thomas, 55 yards, and Southern strikes back. And they're up 34-14. Wow. That breaks your back again. Great call by Jim Roth. That is typical Southern football. It's hard to stop.
Well, you know, this is a great game. I mean, one team looks like they're going to pick up momentum, and the next thing you know, the other team's picking up momentum and is swinging back and forth. Still a lot of time to go in this ball game. This could be fun.
Yeah, Hollenbach is only a sophomore QB. And Hunter Thomas coming off a little bit of a knee injury. Doesn't look like it's bothering him tonight. The kick is up and the kick is good. And it just as the Warriors try to make some plays and get back in at 35. You've known the next.
Also have the ability to do a custom design in-house for our client.
And a remodel, like the Kiss FM home makeover, a huge success.
That was a great project. Gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days.
Alvarado Construction for residential and commercial builds. Palco
competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely.
Boy, it's awfully tough when you turn around and get your score on a Rothrock 55-yarder and then 55 the other way on a play-action pass by Hollenbach that went for all of it, hitting Hunter Thomas on the dead run. And he carries people the last 7-8 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. And Hunter Thomas, what a year this guy has had. He's got 8 touchdowns on the season, and that is his second pass reception for a touchdown this year as the Warriors come back and get belted on the return. And Tom Shea coming back. Thomas Manley made the tackle. And now here come the Warriors trying to answer, down 35-14. You come back, you make a big play, you get within 2. Fumble. There have been a couple interceptions.
Interpretation of why it was not that bad a call.
Messina, that time off the high snap, got it away at the jet sweep to Nolan Ott. And Nolan Ott's going to dive ahead to about the 29-yard line. Cam Young comes over to make that tackle. Also some help by Drew Michaels, number 9.
Good first down play. Now let me come back to that onside kick. Momentum is the key in this ball game right now. When you get into the fourth quarter, momentum means a lot. You scored a touchdown. You pulled it within 2 touchdowns, and you're saying to yourself, we got momentum right now. We don't want to give them the ball. All right, so they go with the onside kick. Good kick, almost got it back. Didn't, and it backfired on him, but hey, that's football.
Here comes Messina, back to pass, throwing it deep. And he overshot Riley Conboy, who had his man beat. Sid Domgard, babe, was with him stride for stride, but Riley had blown by his guy, and Messina just a little bit throw. You can see the arm of Bryson Messina, big-time arm as he let that thing sail on a perfect spiral, and that would have been a big catch and a big touchdown there if they could have pulled that play off. And now it brings up 3rd down and 4 at the 29-yard line. You just got to get the first now. He's 11 out of 25, 164 yards, and 2 picked off and run back. Back to pass. Messina again looks it over. Throws to the outside, incomplete. That time Nolan Ott feeling like he was held up that time by 34 Thomas Manley. They also had Shea out there, who's been well covered all night long by Cam Young, the All-Stater.
I wasn't sure who he was throwing to because they were a little bit tight on each other, but it was a little bit of a strong throw. 4th down, they're going to have to punt it away, the defense of the Warriors right now is on the spot.
Well, you would think they're going to punt it away. Returners back there in Fleming and Young, and Messina's going to let it go. And he really kicks it well. Driving Young back to the 34-yard line. Coming back, and they rough the punter, and that should give Montoursville the ball back. I didn't see it. I'm watching it back here, but Messina was run into pretty hard.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I just heard the crowd and looked back, and there it was.
Roughing the kicker against Southern Club.
Yeah, the Warriors are going to break out of that, get the football back.
And you know that there, I don't know if they had a block call on, but it really wasn't the place to rough the kicker or to put a block call on. You're up by 3 scores. You want to get that ball back. You don't need it back to get a score. You need it back to run clock as much as anything. There's a sense of urgency right now from Montoursville. I mean, you got 10:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. They're down by 3 touchdowns.
35-14. You've got Conboy, far side, near side Tommy Shea on 1st down and 10. Messina off that play fake again. Here comes the pressure. Messina is going to have to get out of bounds. Good job to elude the rush. But boy, I tell you, they were coming that time. That time, Drew Michaels was coming, but that time, Anthony Chicatano, 36, was in that backfield and putting the pressure and flushing him out of that pocket. Messina just had to get out of bounds, and it brings up 2nd down and 13.
I'll tell you, the Shea and Conboy have got to be getting tired. They're chasing defenders or receivers from Southern all over on defense, and they're running deep patterns on offense.
Yeah, these guys are playing both ways against a really good team. All right, 2nd and 13. Messina again trying to get some protection. Thrown out here, Conboy, nice catch. Shy of a first down, though. He's going to make the catch and then get gang tackled by 2 of those ball players for Southern, as Domgard was there and Wilk, the safety, number 2. Shy of a first down, they got it out to the 39-yard line, brings up 3rd down and long.
Well, you know, it's a makeable, though, 3rd down. It's 5 yards, and you know, they were, if they would have thrown an incomplete pass there, it'd have been really long. So this is still a good play, and if they get close, it wouldn't surprise me if they'd go for it.
Cowboys had a big night for the Warriors tonight. Made some big catches. 3rd down 5, down 35-14. Messina throws to the outside. There's Rothrock. Makes a move, and his man got the first down and even more. Inside the 50, Tiger territory to the 48. And Cale Halliday comes over to make that tackle again. Cal Halliday, the freshman, has had a big night defensively again. Came in here as one of the leading tacklers in this ball club for Southern Columbia. And Southern's 2 leading tacklers we mentioned earlier. I know we've said it a lot. He and Wilk, another freshman who starts at safety, leading tacklers in the team. And you saw the other freshman, Burnham, and Julian Fleming for 2 long touchdowns. Here comes Bryson Messina. Over 5,000 yards in his career. Back to pass. Pressure, Southern. Throws to the outside, incomplete that time. They try to go to Nolan Ott. Coverage that time of the outside by Thomas Manley, and it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 9:01 left.
And that time he was running to the left and had to throw a dart, and he was being chased and never had a chance to set his feet. Threw the ball across his body and probably did the best thing, got it out of bounds.
Conboy's got 5 for 51. Mitchell Rothrock 4 for 84 and a touchdown at 55 yards. Messina has 17 touchdown passes on the season. 2nd down, 10 Warriors. Here comes the pressure again. Middle screen. Boy, not that time. Good hit on Ott and a great hit by Manley, number 34 again. And they could see that coming. But boy, you talk about pressure coming up the middle. One of the guys coming after him was Hunter Thomas.
And you know, you got to do things like that. That was a nice call. They're trying to slow down the blitz. But it just didn't get there, and it didn't make a play. Now you got a 3rd down in a long situation. I'll tell you who else has got to be getting tired is the defensive down linemen and the linebackers from Southern, from chasing Bryson Messina around back here. So you know this is 2 teams that have put a lot of effort.
3rd down and 10. Messina again. He's got Tom Shea wide open. A great move by Shea at the 10. Inside the 10 and diving ahead to the 6-yard line. Good play by Shea. That time, Shea bought time, got himself wide open, and Messina found him with pressure coming.
And you know, Messina, he knows Shea. They really have a good feel for each other. And he saw him break open and got the ball to him. A great pass. And Shea fights for yardage. He tries to find that end zone, just comes up a little short.
Here comes Messina, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Shea has caught 3 in this game tonight. 42-yard play that time by Bryson Messina. He's got Torrin Lewis in the backfield. On the wing, he's got Ott and Rothrock. They put Ott in motion. They slip it on the counter to Torrin Lewis. And Torrin dives to the 5 for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. And that time, Gage Garcia comes over to make that tackle. So they've got Garcia in the game defensively right now.
And that's a play it's really done well for Montoursville. Southern did a good job of getting a stop there.
2nd down, goal at the 5-yard line. It would be a big answer for the Warriors. Southern has had big plays off turnovers tonight and a kick return. 1 offensive touchdown. Jet sweep, Tom Shea, speed to the outside. Shea Tries to get to the goal line. Did he get in? Touchdown. Shea got the football over the pylon and got in on a great run by Tom Shea. A 5-yard run and a 77-yard drive. And it was Shea's touchdown after a 45-yard, 42-yard catch, we should say, from Messina.
And I couldn't tell if Shea put the ball out, but the ball definitely went inside the pylon.
Yep, he got there. Good camera work up top by Lonnie and the guys. And you can see it there, 35-20. And now Ethan Lazorka tries to make it 26 in a row in the season. Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Warriors not gone away. 7:41 to play. Southern 35, Montoursville 21. You're watching Cable Sports and the Webb Weekly Live.com. Check it out tonight. We'll be back. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you gotta check out Janway Company at Janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best prices, the best products, and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at Janway.com. Hey, there's a great new way to market your business. State-of-the-art signage, auto trim design. Legion Road, Muncie, Joan Kennedy. We go back a lot of years. Tell me all about auto trim.
You know, it's a great place. We design decals. We do tinning. We'll do accessories for vehicles. We'll do pretty much anything. All you do is have to send us a pic. We'll copy it. We'll completely wrap your vehicle. We're good.
Signage for a team, for a sports team, and so much more. Auto Trim Design, Legion Road, Muncie. Check them out this week. 77-yard drive. Warriors are not gone away, but you wouldn't think they would. They played this team so tough in the last 2 years, losing last year in that unbelievable game, 56-50, and beating them 2 years ago in the districts.
All right, Bryson Messina's kicking off again. It's going to be an onside kick.
Messina. His onside kick specially. Getting to 10 yards. It's up for grabs. Montoursville got it. What a kick by Messina. And the Warriors recover, and up comes Anthony Washington and the recovery, and that is about as perfect onside kick by Bryson Messina. Tell me he hasn't worked on that a little bit. That's huge.
Have they signaled yet?
Well, it went 10 yards.
Yeah,
it absolutely went 10 yards.
Well, did it go 10 yards when they touched it, or what?
No,
but I haven't seen a signal.
No,
there it is. Okay, there it is.
That is a first down. Yeah, that went 10 yards. That's a huge play by Messina.
Yes, it is. That was a beautiful onside kick.
And Anthony Washington got it, and that's one of those onside kicks, babe, you always talk about where you get it to hop up there.
Yeah.
And it's a free ball, and Washington goes out and gets it. Here comes Messina. First down and 10. Play action. Pressure coming. Guns it. Conboy can't get it this time. That time tried to dive for it, couldn't reel it in. Sidney Domgard was out there defending. And Messina for the night, 14 out of 32. He's got 226 yards. And he's thrown for a touchdown. And Tom Shea, his catch, a 42-yard setup, their last score. And then Shea on the jet sweep got to the outside, good speed, and got in a 5-yard run to cut the lead. And a 2-touchdown ball game now. They've been playing catch-up all night long, but don't go away. 7:33 to play. One of the biggest games tonight in Pennsylvania. Messina. Pressure coming. Look out. Michaels nearly had him. The pressure, and now the backside pressure comes. And the tackle by Thomas Manley, 34. And Messina could not slip out of pressure that time. He comes to the sideline and talks about the play. So third down. And now you've got to pull one more out of there.
Yeah.
Throwing on just about every down in this ball game. He's been sacked twice, but he's had heat almost all night.
Yeah, well, he has had heat, and he's played well out of the heat. And
yes, he has.
And he's made big plays on long yardage like this, so don't count anything out now.
Not with this guy. Never count him out. Messina made his biggest plays last year on 3rd and 4th and long. Messina back out of the gun. Pressure coming. Guns it. Catch is made, shy of a first down. Conboy coming back for it. He had pressure behind him that time by Fleming and also Cal Halliday, number 28.
And I'll tell you what, Messina has all kind of pressure coming at him. And I'll tell you what,
he's showing the college coaches what he can do.
He's got ice in his blood. I mean,
yes,
he hangs right in there, makes that throw. He's going to make it a 4th down and about 8 for the first down, but it's a little bit closer, and you got a completion.
And the Warriors, by the way, are 2 out of 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Remember, they had that big play earlier on 4th down. They put Rothrock in motion. Keep an eye on number 47. Back to pass Messina. Pressure coming. Throwing out here. Ott can't pull it down. He would have been shy of a first down. Pretty well covered that time by Tegan Wilk. And that time, Nolan Ott may have taken the eyes off it. It was a low throw, but catchable. And that time, Nolan couldn't reel it in. And now they give it up on downs with 6:37 left in this football game, down 35-21.
And Lewis is looks a little rough out there. I guess he's going to be all right.
Torrin Lewis just a tough kid. Talking to him the other day on our touchdown and tailgate show, and
they're bringing him out now.
And Torrin Lewis just playing. What a year he's had. You talk about how tough he's been on both sides of the ball. Not a big guy, but playing so tough at fullback, tailback, and linebacker. And he's been one of their leaders all year. Back the other way, Gage Garcia. They've got to find a way to stop him. Garcia running to daylight. Inside the 40 to the 35-yard line, and Southern answers on that play to Garcia.
There's flags.
And that's a play that breaks your back.
But there's flags all over, and it's in a territory where it's probably a hold or a block in the back. Hold.
Yep, Southern has had some mistakes and penalties. Jim Roth, I'm sure, not happy there. They had a lot of offside penalties earlier.
That's a big break.
Of course, they had the roughing the kicker call that kept the drive alive that Montoursville was able to come down here and take advantage of. But tonight, Julian Fleming, the freshman, a 96-yard kick return and then an 88-yard return of an intercepted pass. The 2 big plays in the game. Earlier, Cam Young at 38-yard interception of a Messina pass early for an early lead. 7 penalties, 31 yards in this ball game for Southern. And it's 1st down and 17. They've got Cam Young wide out left side, up under center. They slipped it that time to Hunter Thomas to the outside again. Stutter steps and dives inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. And Hunter Thomas already scored 1 earlier. Mitchell Rothrock comes over to make the tackle. That is so deceiving that he was able to slip that ball and then fake it and they come back on the fake to Fetterman, and you thought the fullback had it. Thomas had it all along.
Well, and then he threw some great moves. He did a nice dip move and popped it out around the corner, and that's what freed him up.
Yeah, he's got 8 carries, 80 yards in the ball game. 1st down and 10. Here comes Southern trying to answer. They're up 2 touchdowns, 35-21. Warriors need a big stop to get the ball back and try to make a comeback again. Fetterman, the fullback, left side for a couple of yards. Warriors, good job that time as they come up and off that pile.
About the only back they've been able to stop is Fetterman, the fullback, and he's just taking a quick dive.
Yeah, that time Dalton Tubbs coming over to make the tackle.
But 2-yard gain, going to be 2nd down and 8.
Next week, we'll be at STA Stadium on the turf. The Millionaires with a top hat and cane in the middle of that beautiful field. Millionaires home against Wilkes-Barre Coughlin next week. What a big game that'll be. Live at 6:50 on WebWeeklyLive.com. And there's Garcia to the corner, to the 5. Garcia, touchdown.
And when
and
do you
that
see
could
this
be
run?
a 42-yard run. Gage Garcia is the real deal. He came in with over 800 yards, highly touted freshman. And you're right, when you have maybe the best back you ever had in Henry Hynoski, telling you that this guy probably will break my records. Well, he knows how good Garcia is going to be.
Well, I tell you, we got to get a replay on this. You got to see the moves he threw at the line of scrimmage. Here it goes. Watch right there. Stop. Turn it upfield. Stop. Cut back across the field, and then look at him turn the speed on once he gets in the open field.
41-21. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 42-21, Southern 5:02 left, and that may have put the stake through the heart of the Warriors of Montoursville. Garcia 10 for 113, another touchdown, and we'll take time. 5:02 left. Southern shows you why they're always one of the best in all of Pennsylvania. We'll be right back.
Detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
You know, I'm sitting here in my own booth. That's right. They've given me my own booth here at Macetto's Deli and Six-Pack, Kenwood Avenue. I'm here every week because they have the best homemade soups and deli sandwiches in the region. And now, home-style breakfast, 6 to 10 weekdays, Saturday 7 to 11, great desserts, great salads, and the Friday night football dinner special. They sell it out. Don't miss it. Whatever you do, check it out for the best in Central PA. Macetto's, Old Lycoming Township. Well, here we are, Memorial Stadium, and a big-time run a moment ago. Gage Garcia, 42-yard run, and a 54-yard drive. And Southern Columbia, 42-21. Every time the Warriors make a play and answers, Southern extends it. And that could have been the one that you just can't come back from. Conboy with a return. They head over the 25 to the 27-yard line. They'll set up first down and 10. And Halliday comes over to make that tackle again.
All right, going to be a long field for Montoursville, but they've been in this situation before. They're down by 3 scores, under 5 minutes to go.
Game of the week brought to you by Harder Sporting Goods. Play to Win, home of the Play to Win halftime show for all your local sport things you need, from swimming and wrestling and soccer, football, baseball, basketball, everything. Harder's is your hometown sports place. They've been at it since 1882, I think, was the year. Harder Sporting Goods and the Play to Win halftime show. Messina's going to slip the ball out here to the outside, nothing doing, and try to get it that time to Logan Ott. Number 29 just came in. Preston Zachman comes over to make the tackle. And 4:43 left in the ball game, and a gallant attempt to keep trying to come back, but every time you did it, big plays on the Southern side. That's just how good they are. They're loaded. Can you imagine all the underclassmen of this team, 11 freshmen, 6 that start. Fleming, that had the big night tonight, only a freshman. We're going to be calling these names for a lot of years. And Hollenbach, a real solid, efficient QB, only a sophomore. Second down, 8. Keeping that ball in the ground with 4:08 left in the ball game. And Shankweiler comes over to make the tackle, number 73. Another freshman, Cole Shankweiler, 5'10", 240, 73. And another freshman who starts on this football team out of Catawissa. Jim Roth, good guy. You're a good buddy of yours, and I know you trained a lot of Southern kids, and of course Henry Hynoski over the years in his high school and college, and in his pro career, and a lot of the New York Giants. But boy, I'll tell you, what a run he's had. They throw to the outside, catch is made Montoursville, and that time, good job is that brought Aaron Stoner made the catch, number 8, and Halliday came over, and a good job by Stoner as he makes the catch to the outside.
Well, you know, Jim, both these coaches are excellent coaches. I mean, that's why you saw the game that you saw here tonight. I mean, you know, they coach their teams up. They don't let them give up. And even right now, with the score down by 3 touchdowns, Montoursville's still pushing.
Yeah, they're pushing. Right now, they're getting some new guys in the ball game. You've got Leahy carried the ball. He started at fullback tonight. Thomas Manley makes the tackle. But you've got some new guys. Rothrock in there. Messina is still in, but a moment ago you had Stoner in that made that catch. And they also have Colby Netling, number 20, 5'11", 165-pound senior, get a chance to play against Southern. That time, boy, you talk about pressure. And Messina off the play action, Cal Halliday. 6 foot 165 and a 9th grader.
And I'll tell you what.
And he's had double-digit tackles tonight. He came in here averaging 8.5 tackles a game. And that's the type of night Halliday has had. And you just have a night. When Jim Roth is telling you that maybe the most inexperienced team I've had, the youngest team I've had, but potentially talent-wise could be up with the best, he knows what he's got. And that's another 4 years for a lot of these guys. 3 sacks on Messina tonight. That's pretty amazing, as he has had pressure all night. Play action coming after him again. Messina throwing out here incomplete.
Good throw from Messina. I mean, there's nobody open.
And I'll tell you, you got to hand it to Bryson Messina because he does a great job avoiding the rush. When he's had pressure all night long, it's amazing. Yep. He's only been sacked 3 times. 15 out of 35 for 243 in this ball game tonight. Came in here a shade under 1,500 yards. And he's now thrown for 17 touchdowns, but he had 2 picked and run back tonight. He's had 11 interceptions on the year. Remember last year, I think he only had 4 interceptions all season.
Yeah, and, even no matter what the end of the game, the score will be, when you look at this game, it wasn't over until you were over halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Messina just laid up a 50-yard punt.
Yeah. Yep. I'll tell you, Bryson Messina put a show on tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, what an onside kick he had.
I can't wait to talk to Jim Roth and ask him what he thought of Messina's.
Well, he's had his guys made great plays on Messina tonight when Messina was up against the force of the defense of this team. Game of the week brought to you by John Albarano and Albarano Construction. Well, I'd say they've been a big name in our area, 50-plus years. The finest when it comes to great commercial builds. Starbucks and Panera and the Basin Street Shopping Center and so many things that they've done for 50-plus years. Now they're doing residential construction, some of the finest architectural designs and great remodels. And starting Monday, the Extreme Kitchen Home Makeover on KISS FM, brought to you by Albarano Construction. The winning starts Monday in the Crispin Show here on KISS FM. 42-21.
The crowd's starting to make their way to the exits.
Yeah, there's an opening run. And against Southern, get some of their guys in the ball game. Nate Crowell is another freshman, 5'7", 155, out of the 11 freshmen on this team. And Hunter Laird makes a tackle for Montoursville as they get a lot of their backup guys in, getting some plays tonight.
Well, the fans are headed towards the exits, but it took till under 2 minutes for them to finally say, I think we can call this over.
Well, Montoursville, didn't give up.
No, they didn't.
They gave up some big plays that can break their back.
Montoursville played a great game here tonight, and
they've got Justin Dirk in at quarterback. And they hand that ball off the right side, and it looks like Ty Rodarmel, probably related to Rennie, I would say, down in that Cole region area.
Well,
Rennie's a guy from Shamokin, so I'm sure he's related. So Ty Rodarmel, Rennie Rodarmel, All-State Game of the Week, our big sponsor for years.
Well, you hear similar names. Crowell, it was a great running back here a few years back from
these guys
from Southern.
Guys just reload.
Yeah. Yep.
And Jim Roth put that system together, and they learn it as little kids. Off that left side that time, that's going to be Crowell again.
Well, Jim told me one time, he said, he said, one of the things down here, he says, you don't have to do a whole lot. He says, there's not a whole lot for the kids to do here. If you open up the weight room, they're all going to be there. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, if you're in the Coal region, you're down in that area, they want to play now for Southern. And that's going to do it tonight. Southern Columbia is going to go to 7-0. The Warriors of Montoursville, a gallant effort.
Yeah.
But Southern broke their back with big plays. And not necessarily finished drives. A kick return for a touchdown, 2 interceptions for touchdowns, and then a little bit too much Garcia and Hunter Thomas. Garcia finishes with 113, Thomas with 80. Both scored touchdowns, and Messina, a gallant effort. But tonight, the Warriors just unable to do it. You see how good Southern Columbia really is in this game. And you just were never able to really establish the run to keep them off Bryson Messina's back. And we've got great D-backs like they have. An All-Stater and Cam Young had picked one off. And an up-and-coming freshman like Julian Fleming, who is the star of the ball game tonight. He had a 96-yard kick return and an 88-yard interception return. Only a freshman. 6'1", 170.
Yeah,
that is pretty amazing.
He did a great job on offense. Halliday on defense with all his tackles and just everything that we saw out there was fantastic.
We're gonna be looking for Ben Reichley to get out there and get a hold of, hopefully get a hold of Jim Roth. We'll see if we can track Jim down and get a hold of Jim Roth down there and get a chance to talk to him quick if we can. And let's go down to Ben Reichley right now, and let's go down to him right now.
Coach, again, we talked at halftime, but your team really came out that second half. And
a lot of guys stepped up and made plays. I mean, Montoursville, I thought, played real tough defensively. We weren't able to run the ball as easily against them, as well against them as we have against a lot of other teams this year. So, our defense played better, and they made their plays because obviously they're explosive, and with the passing game, they were going to get some, and they did. But we had some people step up and make plays, and defensively with the interceptions and the return, and that certainly was a huge difference in the game.
You brought a young team in. Some people questioned the schedule a little bit, but your team stood up to Montoursville from the opening kickoff.
Well, they responded well. That was the main thing we wanted to see here today with the youth and the inexperience. We made some mistakes, but overall, and Montoursville has some inexperience too, but overall was pleased with the way they performed.
Coach, good luck the rest of the season. We hope we'll see you in the playoffs.
Thanks.
Hey, Gary and Babe, I'll tell you what, one thing you can say, to be the man, you better beat the man. Well, tonight, Southern is the man, but Montoursville had some bright spots. I think, their Achilles heel is going to be the turnovers. They'll go back, they'll look at film. How will the Montoursville team respond next week and going into the season? Because these teams aren't going to see each other again. So Montoursville now has a run to the playoffs and get into the playoffs. So, they put it behind them, they look at the film, they clean up these mistakes, and they move forward. Let's see what happens with them. We'll see them at the end of the year against Loyalsock.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I don't think there's any doubt the Warriors will be back. I mean, they're a gutsy team. They never quit tonight, but every time they answered, Southern had an answer for that. And 42-21, final score of this ball game. Southern Columbia over Montoursville. You're watching it on WebWeeklyLive.com, and, of course, all the replays all weekend long. And, of course, on Comcast 190, Sunday at 10, Monday at 7 on Comcast 190. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. Fairfield Auto Group post-game show. Star of the ball game, and we'll talk about River Valley Transit big play. And you can pick a couple big plays in this game that Southern made. Julian Fleming, our star of the ball game tonight. We'll be right back. Rennie Rodermel, Allstate Insurance. It's all about family, all about service. Jessica Steinbacher, you're here a lot of years as the office manager. Who are the other ladies that are right here with you?
Well, off to my left is Sheila Hunter. She's been with us about 10 years now. She's a customer service representative. And this is Becca Berry. She's our front desk go-to person, and they're both integral parts of our everyday flow here at the office.
You have a lot of benefits here at Rennie Rodermel Allstate. One is the drive-in claim center. Explain that to me.
Yes, we have an adjuster here twice a week that will actually inspect the damage to your vehicle locally, conveniently for you.
And what about claim satisfaction guarantee?
If you are in any way dissatisfied with the way Allstate handled your claim, we will reimburse you your 6-month premium on that vehicle the claim occurred.
Those are some of the great benefits. Rennie Rodermel, Allstate Insurance. Hey guys, if you're buying promotional items for your business, then you gotta check out Janway Company at janway.com. Janway is the largest promotional products distributor in North Central PA. Janway's buying power can save you money on items like custom printed pens, trading pins, mugs, and more. Janway can print your company name and message on just about any item. Janway's been providing their customers with the best products and the best service since 1981. Find out for yourself at janway.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate.
Love the online.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Well, Clyde Peeling, 53 years. Reptoland, congratulations. Always something new. And parakeets from
especially the number of them. We have and they're flying all over the place. People have the opportunity to come in and feed them with a seed stick, and it's just been an incredibly popular exhibit. First time this year.
Well, the Island Giants have been big for the last 4 years here at Clyde Peeling's Reptiland. They get bigger and bigger every time I see them. I remember when they were babies, Clyde.
As a matter of fact, Gary, we got the brother and sister from Los Angeles Zoo, and this year I flew down to Memphis and I swapped our male for an unrelated male from Waco, and he's even bigger than the male that we had. So these are truly giants of the lizard world.
Well, looks like a new species, but whatever the color, whatever the size, the dinosaurs rule here at Clyde Peeling's Reptiland, and the kids sure love them, Clyde.
They do indeed. We brought dinosaurs in 7-8 years ago, and they've been a big hit every year. I would be afraid to not have them at this point because I hear every day people say they come back to see the dinosaurs.
And every year you add a couple of new ones, like the guy right behind you.
That's right. This is a species we've never displayed before. And as you walk around this part of the park, you'll see a variety of new faces that weren't here last year.
Clyde, first of all, congratulations. 53 years going strong, from snakes to alligators to these big dinosaurs. Congratulations on 53 years here in Central PA, Clyde Peeling's Reptiland.
Thank you very much.
Life can be uncertain. Make sure your financial future is in the hands of someone you trust. The team at Roach Financial has over 100 years combined experience handling a full range of financial products and services. From retirement planning to college savings funds, Roach Financial will evaluate your needs to develop a plan to work towards your goals and earn your trust every single day. Let Roach Financial find the solution for you. Call today for a free consultation. 570-322-1880.
And once again, we're back. Fairfield postgame show. Gary Crispin and Bay Bear, Memorial Stadium, and a tough one tonight. Every time this Montoursville team seemed to cut the lead and answer, Babe, Southern had an answer the other way. Montoursville actually had 17 to 15 in first downs for this team. But when you score those defensive touchdowns, you score in a hurry defensively on 2 picks. One of 88 yards and the other one going 48 the other way. And then a 96-yard kick return. 2 big plays by Julian Fleming. Southern ended up with 362 total yards, 317 for the Warriors. Hollenbach was 9 out of 13. Very efficient, 116 yards, touchdown, and 2 picked off. Messina, 15 out of 35, 245, and 2 interceptions. Both came back for touchdowns and had 1 touchdown pass. Ott, when you can't get much on the ground, Ott had 32, Lewis had 20. Hard fought. Shea caught 3 for 47. Conboy had a big night, had 5 for 51. Rothrock, 4 for 84 in the football game tonight. And Garcia, 10 for 113. But big plays. When you get one a kick return and 2 long pickoffs for touchdowns. Great plays made by Southern, and that breaks your back. Let's take a look at one of the River Valley Transit big plays, because Hunter Thomas was one of the guys that was a recipient of a touchdown on the money to Thomas. Watch him drag these guys in.
And that was at the 15-yard line that he caught the ball and got hit, and still was able to get the ball into the end zone. And that's a good Hunter Thomas is All-State and an All-State player, and showed why right there.
Yeah, that's one of the big plays. River Valley Transit big play. Julian Fleming had big plays of 88 on a pick. He's only a freshman. A team that started 6 freshmen tonight, and a 96-yard kick return. Breaking your back every time this ball club cut the lead. They came rolling right back again. And an impressive team Jim Roth has. When he tells you that this team, talent-wise, could be there with some of the best he's had, he knows what he has coming up with all these young guys next few years.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, when you're going against a team like Montoursville, and a couple of times I thought Montoursville hit big plays that may break this young team down. And it didn't break them down. They didn't miss it. They came right out, and as you mentioned, would answer every time Montoursville looked like they were going to close in on the game. And they would come up with an answer. And
That's pretty amazing because that's hard to get an experienced team to do that. This team here lacks all kind of experience and still is able to put that together. Jim Roth is going to be playing in a state championship, if not this year, in the next couple of years with this crew.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. They're in AA. Of course, Montoursville now in AAA in the new PIAA alignment. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. WebWeeklyLive.com, and the game can be seen again Sunday at 10, Monday at 7 on Comcast 190, or any time of the replay on WebWeeklyLive.com. Also, we have it linked to my Facebook page. So check it out, and you're going to see a gallant Montoursville team that kept fighting back. But tonight it was not enough. 6-1 are the Warriors now. The final score 42-21. Next week, it's going to be a great game. Now, tomorrow, the Millionaires and the PA Sports Live guys, Jamie Spencer, Paul McGinn, going way up to Delaware Valley on that road game. Tomorrow, perhaps in the rain. And they're playing a Delaware Valley team 4-2, but Delaware Valley has lost to like Downingtown East, Mount Pocono, really good football team.
Right.
And it's the first really toughest test Millionaires will have this year. They've had some tests, but not like this.
No, and they got a great quarterback that's thrown for over 1,500 yards already this season and did not play in one game. So, I mean, they got a quarterback that can throw the ball. But they better be able to put points on the board because this Millionaire team is talented, and this Millionaire team is going to put points on the board. So.
And they're playing a whole lot better defense at Williamsport High now.
Sure.
No question. Next week, we will be on the hill at STA Stadium the next 2 weeks as cable sports game next week, our Rennie Road Armel All-State game, live next week at 6:50 pregame. And the Millionaires in Coughlin next week at home on October 14th. And October 21st, Wyoming area and the Millionaires back at STA Stadium. In 3 weeks, Montoursville at Loyalsock. That should be fun. Loyalsock was pounding Warrior Run tonight. Last time we checked, they're up about 42-0 or so at halftime in that ball game. For our entire crew, for Ben Reichley and Babe Mayer, I'm Gary Crispin saying so long from Montoursville Memorial Stadium, here live tonight on WebWeeklyLive.com and a Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Southern for real again. Tonight, 42-21 over Montoursville. We'll see you next week. And we're back at our Fairfield Auto Group postgame show with Rick Quigley, where it all started here in 14 car lines, soon to be 9 locations because we're here at BMW, but pretty soon a brand new BMW store. That's exciting.
That's right, Gary. We've got a huge new store going up. We've already broken ground. It's behind our Honda and Toyota store down in Muncie, and it's going to be a brand new state-of-the-art showroom, 9-10 car showroom, 22,000 square foot facility. It's going to be unbelievable.
How soon do we look for that in 2017?
Well, we should be in there, I'm going to say, in the spring of 2017.
Sounds fantastic. Right after basketball this year. Rick, I think you have more inventory for BMWs than I've ever seen.
We are selling a lot more, which is enabling us to build a new store, and they've given us a lot more inventory. As you can see, the lot is full of new and certified pre-owned out front, and that's only going to increase and get bigger and better as we go and get in a new store.
Yeah, you know, the 3 Series is great, 5 Series right up to the 7 Series, but when it comes to the sport utility vehicle, the sport activity vehicle, those cars are fantastic, starting with the X1 right on up.
Yeah, we have pretty much everyone covered, and actually next year we have an X7 coming out, which is on the 7 Series platform. It'll be a full-size sport utility, and looking forward to that very much. Should be an 8-passenger.
Should be fantastic. And the other thing about BMW, certified pre-owned. If you want to get into one that looks brand spanking new and still be the talk of your neighborhood, get in one that's maybe a couple years old that looks brand new.
And it comes with a fantastic BMW warranty on it, yes.
Got to check it out. Fairfield BMW, part of the Fairfield Auto Group with a new location coming in spring 2017. Rick, let's keep it moving for Fairfield.
That's what we're here for. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, more of the post game. We'll be right back.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Well, John Kennedy, you've been with us a lot of years here on Cable Sports, and now with Auto Trim Design, Legion Road, Muncie. Tell me about, now you're still doing real estate, but tell me about the new Auto Trim Design.
Yeah, I am still doing real estate with Fish, but I partnered up with Rennie Road Armo for Auto Trim Design, which is a building and equipment and designers and installers that can do pretty much anything. They can wrap something new for you, they can add on something new, they can change something new, and we're also in the sports line. We can do banners for schools, we can do decals for helmets, we can do pretty much anything here.
So bottom line is you want to get a new look for your business. Great way to market. They totally wrapping vehicles. It's amazing how they can wrap a building, for God's sakes, anything under the sun.
And our installer probably has. She's fantastic. She's one of the best in the area.
So when it comes to a new marketing plan or something cool, even you might want to even do it with your boat on the river, this is a way to get it wrapped and get it redone. Auto Trim Design.
Auto Trim Design can do it, and we are quick to turn around. Okay. And we have Saturday appointments as well.
How do they get in touch with you?
570-546-8455, and we're on 530 Legion Road, right behind Lesser Lumber.
Check it out today. Auto Trim Design. Thanks, Joan.
Thanks, Gary.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
You've known the name for more than 50 years. Alvarado Construction, offering extensive design and build services all over Pennsylvania. John Alvarado, now you're doing even more residential.
We've partnered with Scholl's Design, a residential architectural firm, offering designs out of their catalog. Also have the ability to do a custom design in-house for a client.
And a remodel, like the Kiss FM home makeover, a huge success.
That was a great project. Gave them a new kitchen in about 3 days.
Alvarado Construction for residential and commercial builds. They look at Walker. They go down the middle, down the sideline. It is right. He's got it at the 25. The 15. Touchdown, Dante Wright. On 4th and 4. Play action. Dumping it down the middle. Wide open. Hunter Finn. Goal line. Touchdown South. 13-0. Jamori with heat on it. Sanford wide open. 35-30. 25-20. Todd Sanford, the distance. Touchdown Dogs. You've got Shade, top of the screen. Convoy back here. Back to pass, looking for Shea. Shay's got his man beat. On the dead run. Touchdown Warriors. On 1st down and 10. They go to Potts. And there's Potts, 45-50. Potts going to run away from people. He's at the 20, the 15. Touchdown Potts.